introduce people. We don't need to put our faces on.
I don't mind.
We'll just stand down there then. You should just start standing down here.
There it is. Okay. Sorry everyone, we're back. We were having some internet connection issues here. Looks like we might still be.
Yeah, it's really.
There it goes.
This is about the same it was last time.
What?
This is the same it was last time. It's like a 10-second delay, right?
Yeah, but I think we're having some buffering problems here. Anyways, let's see. See how this was. Okay.
That's like 20 seconds.
That's a longer delay. We should restart again.
Video buffering, use low latency toggling. Okay, let's do that. Well,
Gotta restart again.
no, I think this is probably. Yeah, what's going on here? Let me see if I can get this guy to work.
This is my fault. I blame myself just for my sheer presence.
Yeah.
The other thing we could do is we could deploy as we're setting this up so that
It's like ready to go.
yeah, and then talk through it and then not show the deployment online.
It feels like deployment is a pretty important.
But we could talk through it without physically doing it.
Let me just make sure that I'm not turning on.
You don't want to do that? It's okay.
No, I understand what you're going for. Like, I just feel like it's going to be sort of more fluid to do it in the moment.
Okay.
Alright, there we go. It's just the, I think it's the Wi-Fi that was killing it.
Hey Ricky, I'm sorry to bother you with this again.
What?
You had a phone charger here last time?
Yeah, I'll dig it out for you in a second.
Okay, I'll just leave this.
Alright,
It's full of it, so.
well, let's see. We may or may not be live.
We should restart.
Yeah, we are. No, we're good. The lag is gone. I think it was.
No.
Yeah, no,
Should
there's
we-
always a 10-second delay,
Oh,
but
okay.
at least you're moving smoothly.
Okay.
Alright, get in frame there, guys.
Alright, so this
Alright,
is what we're going to
here
start for the...
Here we are again. We're starting over because there was some lag. Okay, we have Matt the Horror Beasley over here on the left, and we have Anthony the Admiral Greenman on the right. They are going to be playing, what was it?
Total commitment.
Total Commitment. They're committing to one another.
Forever. Always.
Matt will be playing the Disciples of Zinch, and Anthony will be playing Cardron Overlords.
Caradron Overlords.
Caradron Overlords. And I'll let them go ahead and take it away, guys.
So we're playing total commitment. So for each of us, the objectives in our deployment zone are 1 point, and the objectives in the opponent's deployment zone are 3 points. We picked this scenario because it's pretty bad for both of our lists because we're not super mobile lists, and so the spread out nature of the objectives is an interesting incentive structure for us to deal with.
Yeah. And just real quick, I want to point out these cool objective markers that have been custom made for me. Caradron Overlord Cogs. Thanks, Rich. You're awesome. Just like those little touches like that that really give me the warm and fuzzies. So this is sort of a practice game in the lead up to a GT coming up this next weekend, Easter weekend, in Vancouver, British Columbia, the Wet Coast GT. At last count, it had 40, a max 40 individuals now to cap out at, and which of course qualifies it for ITC status, which is nice for those of us who care about that, I guess. I don't know. I'm still deciding if I care or not. But we're several of us here in the Seattle area and competing in that tournament, so we're doing a lot of practice games sort of leading up to it. That, and this is one of them.
And so the other thing about total commitment that I should mention that doesn't affect either of us is it's the best scenario, and the reason it's the best scenario is you can't deep strike. You actually have to use the movement phase. I know it's complex and hard to move your models physically around the board rather than just placing them whenever you want after deployment. But you do have to deploy all your models here.
You do.
So best scenario.
Yeah, go to hell, Stormcast Eternals. All right, roll your cheater dice.
So first we get to decide how well I can cheat.
Yes.
These are the dice that we will be using that just because they fit into my slot that are low visibility, and the rest we'll try to do easier to see. And I'm going to roll all 6s and 1s because it's him.
Yes, I have very poor luck, And
Oh my god, that's a terrible roll! Oh my god!
Yes!
That has to be the worst neutral I've ever had.
Yes.
It's all 4s, 3s, and 2s.
The
Every
power-
single one.
The power of the stream is with me. Oh my God.
Wow, that is.
If he's gonna roll like that every time we play, I am
Abominable.
gonna exclusively play on this stream. I don't care.
Oh wow! I basically don't have cheater dice.
No, it's oh my God.
Useless.
I'm so excited right now. I'm gonna be a little more annoyed though
And
when I still lose.
You just saw the game. Game over.
Game over. Pack it up. Let's go.
All right. So we're gonna roll for deployment,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll review our list briefly once everything is down.
Yes. 2. See, look at that. He's terrible, and I somehow managed to be even more terrible. Okay. Go ahead.
All right. So I have one big battalion, and then some characters, and one other unit. So how are we gonna start this? Anthony has.
Well, first, by the rules of Age of Sigmar 2nd edition, have you declared what side you're going to be on?
I would like that side. So let's move everything.
Are you really going to
No.
do that? What a dick.
This side has a more advantageous forest.
Yeah. Well,
So we'll just do that
It's
first.
pretty- yeah,
We're
right.
just gonna say
he really set it up in a way that it's pretty mirrored. So.
I'm gonna remove these trees, and I am going to use this forest because somebody brought a cheesy gun line, and so that means
Yeah, I brought the cheesy list.
I'm gonna be more than 1 inch into the forest.
Yeah, and this
For victory.
scenario is 12 inches up and 9 inches off the opponent's, which essentially makes it 12
Yeah.
inches up.
So what I want to do is make sure I root for a couple characters in the forest here. So I'm gonna think about this guy being effectively 3 inches wide because of his familiars. And I'm gonna say that I want to be more than 4 inches into here. I'm just gonna put Kairos here so that yeah, basically he's screened from the board by this nice, wonderful forest glade.
And you notice for those of you watching, the 2 of you watching at home, that these mats have pre-generated lines denoting all the various sort of objectives and deployment zone markers that we need. So we're not like your typical scrubs who like line up the dice 12 inches up, you know.
And for every tournament organizer who watches this in the future, for every table you have that doesn't have pre-generated lines, your tournament has become slightly worse.
That's right. That shit's for people in their 20s. We're in our 30s.
Don't have time for that.
We don't got no time for that nonsense. All right. So you putting Kairos there. God, I don't know. I don't know how to play this game. So
What's the movement on your flyers?
12 inches.
12 plus 12, 24.
Yeah, we're gonna put Kairos actually.
Oh,
since you haven't
so
played
this
yet.
is you're not.
We're
okay.
gonna go here. We're gonna go 13. There we go.
Okay.
The box cards charges
So
for
this
you
isn't like
because
chess then, where you drop it and take your hand off.
If you would like that to be that kind of game, we can do that.
we can. We can go.
It's point
we
and
can go
swear at you
medieval.
every time you move it.
God, I don't even know. So I've played Matt enough now to know that Kairos needs to die immediately. Immediately. And you're going to see as this game unfolds why that is. He does a lot of shenanigans that are pretty painful for me.
Good
Matt
luck with
knows,
killing the
yeah,
Beagle standing behind a forest.
Matt knows that, so he's going to bunker him and hide him like, you know, proper bastards. So I need to think about this.
Let's just point out how I'm the fast one in deployment here. That's what we should really take away.
Yeah, but I shut up. I don't know.
Maybe this one was just fine. No, I did 2. That's fine.
Well, I could. I guess I can hope for the double turn, maybe.
How many drops do you have?
Famous last words.
More than you.
So you're not going to be able to get double.
No, you're right. I'm not.
The first couple times we played these lists, keep going. The first couple times we played these lists against each other, I opted to go first because I wanted to try to eliminate some shooting before it shot. And I really couldn't do it effectively enough to make going first worth it. I risked the double turns, so since I have less drops, I'm still going to be going second unless he does something really weird in deployment.
You can score
Which
these
is
objectives
one
from the
in the first
first turn on, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm plugging your phone in over here for a minute.
Thank you, Richard, for
I'm gonna
compensating for my
place
failures.
these 10 Arcanauts right here.
Alright, so I'm gonna make another brave move here. And I'm probably gonna deploy this guy in the
Brave
forest
move,
too.
he says.
Yeah.
Like Brave Sir Robin. That's how brave he is.
Bravely ran away. Probably gonna put this guy in the forest too, and just sort of checking it before I do it. The other thing I can
Why don't we
do-
just all play in the forest?
No, you know what? I mean, I don't need to be in the forest. I can be
Whatever.
behind the building instead.
I mean, yeah. Apparently, Ricky thought we were playing Malifaux.
Yeah,
We're playing Malifaux.
it could be back here behind the building. That feels good. You know, I'm not going to decide yet. I'm going to put out the pink cores. So these pink cores should be on 32mm bases, and they will be by the 20th.
It sounds like you're telling me you have an illegally modeled army. Is
Yes.
that correct?
Yes,
Okay,
that's
I
correct.
would like the TO to acknowledge that and award me points accordingly. I need them.
It just means I get to build more than an inch between them, really. I mean, that's what we're...
Yeah. I'm not worried about
I'm not actually going to put 1 inch between them either. So we're just going to deploy some brave pink cores.
it. Are you going to make it so
So.
you actually get to the sacrifice in the first turn this time?
Yeah, that would be my...
So you can have your proper +6 on casting or whatever the hell it is.
Plus 13.
Yeah.
I get plus 13 to cast
I
spells.
auto cast and you lose.
Don't correct this.
You're a dick for not deploying your enlightened immediately. I'd like to know where they are. Yes. So normally, if I were playing a little bit more of a shooty or alpha strike army, I mean his army's shooty, but kind of in a different way. In a way that really makes screening not necessary for the most part, depending how it goes with his enlightened. But normally I would take my two 10-man blocks of Arcanauts and I would use them as an effective screen against a potential turn 1 charge, depending on who I'm playing. Since I don't really have to worry about that in this game, I'm going to start
I'm
them.
like a turn 1 charge. Actually, they normally would be able to, but I can't really this time because of stupid
That,
Destiny
and
dice.
I don't think you're usually not wanting to move your enlightened up that quickly against me. Usually that doesn't seem like something you like to engage in, suicide. I mean, I don't know. You never know. So I'm going to start them off on objectives and hope for the best. So my second block's going here.
All right, so your your Thunderers are range 18, move 4, but can run and shoot in the first turn.
Correct.
All right.
Correct. And as I'll discuss when we sort of go over the overview of each of our army lists, I'm playing a Barak Mornar list, one of the sky fleets in the battle tone for KO. Allows me to run and shoot on my first turn. So it really helps my effective range and is something he has to account for.
I think I'm just going to put... So the question is, where do I put the Gaunt Summoner before your big stuff goes down? And it's going to have to be before your big stuff goes down. So the problem is I can either put it back here or here, and then you can still have angles to him. Or I can just put it in the forest. If I put it in the forest over here, I'm going to put these around. I think that that's going to limit the angles. I think that's going to limit the angles they can get to him. Let me check to see if I can do that correctly. So this should be more than an inch. That's more than an inch. And we're going to just sort of hide this back here. More than an inch.
I mean, all little familiar guys, this count as the same model, right? They're all
Yeah, so like you can shoot him from over here, but you have to be within 24 of that, so that starts to get pretty hard to focus fire into. And I still got an inch here to deploy a line in front. So I'll put him there, and I don't know if that's actually good, because the problem is if I put him here, you can just bunker the other side. I think I need more flexibility with him, honestly. So we're going to put him midboard instead. We're going to put him midboard instead. Okay,
Worst TV ever.
go ahead.
Nonsense. best TV ever. But I don't even know.
There. Okay. Finally down.
So it's pretty clear to me that. Oh my God! I dropped a balloon. Oh, F you, balloon boy! Damn it! Ah! It would not be a goddamn game if I didn't drop one goddamn balloon boy and he broke everywhere. Go to hell. Jesus Christ.
You putting balloon boys down over here?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna start deploying my battalion while you go.
Yeah. I love balloon boys as models, by the way. They're super cool, but they're so goddamn finicky.
Alright, so I'm gonna start my next drop while you go. We're getting peanut gallery commentary that might be taking too long. The peanut gallery's never been useful before.
There's
but
actually a
maybe
peanut
this time he's
gallery? Is
right.
there a peanut gallery?
I think it's just Ricky.
Hello, peanut gallery.
He just wants to feel useful.
Isn't that like a early 20th century baseball term, by the way?
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, who knew?
Someone in the peanut gallery researched what peanut gallery, sort of the etymology of that. I would like to know.
Alright, so you have to drop all my stuff before. What's happening? What do you want from me?
I'm just showing you, like,
Oh, look, they're so big.
how
Oh yeah. See? Woo!
broken balloon boy.
Balloon
That's
boy.
Oh.
It.
He's in 3 pieces. Luckily, it's pretty easy to glue back together, but they're never
Alright,
quite
let's
the
go
same.
back and
Yeah.
see what Matt's doing.
Never really quite the same.
See how he's cheating. Like, you could assume that I was not cheating.
Oh well, we know you're cheating.
See how it is.
We just gotta make sure we get the cameras on it.
So last time, I tried to get aggressive and flank with my balloon boys. It didn't really turn out well. Normally, I'd like to hold them back longer and sort of use them as kind of a turn 2 or 3 QRF, essentially.
QRF.
Quick reaction force, sort of reinforcements.
Military terms.
Yes, it is. Ooh. But because of Matt's range, his just sheer magical power, and the fact that he takes
Magical power.
the spell portals that allows him basically to get anywhere he wants to go with his spells, I really can't afford to sit back.
So, 18 inches on Thunderers, plus 6-inch run, plus 4-inch move. So you're at
If I-
28.
I mean, yeah,
If you command point it, you're basically 28. So basically, I want these to be around 4 inches. I don't think I need that because you basically have to put them there and then you'll be shooting through stuff. You're not going to kill them all, so that's fine. I think it's fine. We're just going to see. No, we're going to put them 4 inches back. We're just a hair over 4 from the deployment zone there. All right. Go ahead. And there's no, go ahead. So there's no magical terrain in this tournament. There's no realm spells, which is sad for me because I would like some additional spells just because I deserve them. And there's no realm terrain features. You're up.
Have you made more progress on your enlightenment?
I
Looks
made
like you have.
some more, yeah.
They look looking more dynamic. I like
Thank
it.
you.
I like your gold, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish that in the hair.
It's a shame you have about 3 or 4 months of using them before they're utter trash.
I know. It is a shame.
And actually, I feel bad about it. Honestly, I'm trying. I laugh, but I do feel bad about it.
It's cool. I have one completely painted model.
I'm gonna put this chemist right here.
All right.
That seems like a thing to do.
I am going to put out the Ogroid. The question is where. Probably going to put him within 9 of him. So let's just go. It's my last drop. You have your big block out. The Ogroid really wants to be. I think I want to. Do I care about that side? I think that's stronger than this. I'm going to either take this side or force you to do something else there. I'm putting this guy over here. All right, I'm down. And just so while you deploy the rest of your army, I'll put out my endless spells so people can see them at the end.
I really don't know where I want my Arcanaut Horde to be. There's just, I really don't like any of these avenues of approach. There's so much stuff to you to finagle with line of sight with. Is it just me at this point?
Yeah, just you.
Okay.
Just waiting on you.
Yeah. What's your effective range with your spell portals going to be?
Oh god, really long.
Really far?
So my longest potential range is plus 9 inches, plus 6 inches, plus a 4-inch place, plus 18 inches from a spell portal, plus the 18 inches of the base spell.
So you could get back to this corner theoretically, you think?
Yeah, with
Don't make,
multiple
don't, make
spell,
me,
sure.
don't make me do math.
It's super inefficient, and I can only do the one spell. It's probably worth it.
Yeah, probably. Damn it. Okay. This will actually be my last game. This is the last list. I'll probably take Thunders on.
Now that you know they have 2 attacks, not 3,
Yeah.
what would you replace them with?
Another block of Golden Boys.
That was the
The
original.
original Barak's Beard.
Yeah. So after all this testing, you're gonna go back to the thing I posted online.
Different,
4 months
different,
ago?
different
Yeah,
Skyport though. Different Skyport.
Different Skyport. Not net list. No one else played it.
No one still does really plays it. Nobody takes 2 blocks of Golden Boys. They take Evocators instead.
Yeah, you should really ally in some evocators if you like your list to be stronger, Anthony.
Yeah, if I
Would you like some free mortal wounds? Do you hate free mortal wounds?
well, I do have a ton of Evocators. The problem is they're about to get nerfed too.
Well, that's why you should ally them in for this event. Do you have one of
I
your
already
painted?
submitted my list because
You
I'm,
could
I'm
resubmit.
an early bird
13.
like that. No, I'm fine.
Like, you know what? I thought about doing all dwarves, but I
This
felt
feels
like I
like-
should add evocators.
This feels like a 4-win list. Like everything goes right.
I would add evocators to my list if I could.
I mean, I'm not saying everybody's right to add Evocators. It's just I don't actually have.
How many points should they be?
So what? They're
For 200.
For 200
For
now. Maybe 250.
That's about where I'm at. 240 or 260.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Feels like about right. Because for those of you watching at home, if every single person is taking the same unit, regardless of its respective synergies, in Grand Alliance order, there might be something wrong as far as that war scroll being a little too good.
To be fair, there's also 18 in line lists for a reason. They should also be nerfed.
Oh yeah, I totally agree, and they will be. I mean, it's
I wish they could do like a cumulative tax nerf. Like, that was the thing I miss about
Swedish.
Swedish. Is there's
Nobody
a
wants to
cumulative-
hear about.
I know, but there was a cumulative tax, and the cumulative tax
I agree.
mattered a lot.
I agree. I think there was some.
And they've already kind of set the precedence for that because they do like cumulative discounts. They could do a cumulative tax.
It's
They
true.
could.
They
It
could.
would fix so much to do a cumulative tax.
I agree. I think there are different sort of pricing options
It's
they could
cheaper
look at.
for 3 or 6, but as soon as you take 9, it becomes another.
I'd be multiple unit tax though. Oh, but you're right. Within a unit, it's already built out. The 9 should just be more than the 6 plus 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, for Enlightened, that would make a lot of sense.
I'm a genius. I know.
What a genius.
I know I'm not gonna be able to get it.
I would like it for it to like make sense for me to take 2 units of 6 Enlightened instead of unit 9. I can live through that.
Yeah, I feel like that's the choice.
All right. So now that our armies are down, as you finish deploying briefly, my army is the base is a Witchfire Coven that has 1 unit of 40 Acolytes and 1 unit of 10, and then the unit of 9 Enlightened. I took the Witchfire Coven because it lowers my drops, gives me a second artifact, and all my Enlightened fire during the hero phase. Then I have Kairos, the God Summoner, and a Word Thaumaturge, and the last unit is 1 unit of Peak Horrors. I have the 2 endless spells that increase the range of my spells because I expect to often be outdropped, and I want to make sure that it's a real decision for my opponent, because if they let me go first, I should be able to cast at them with multiple, in fact, impactful spells to at least be the point where it matters. And then this guy is great because he's an endless spell that my opponent can't really turn against me. The worst thing we can do is have it stay in the same place, and he kills P-Core's turn 1 to get blue bar points.
Bravo.
That was actually really succinct. So I'm fielding Keratin Overlords, as has already been stated, a Barak Mornar list, which the sort of synopsis of which is I'm trying to get up the board as quickly as possible, which is facilitated by being able to run and shoot the first turn with the Skyport in order to set up for basically optimal turn 2 and 3 shooting. There's a lot of sort of variety that goes into doing that depending on the given matchup. I'm usually not quite as scared as getting upfield. Or rather, I'm usually a little bit more scared of getting upfield against most armies, but Matt generally wants to sort of stay back and blast me away with spells, so I gotta get up as quickly as possible.
Sort of forcing my hand in that regard. In order to do that, like most KO lists, I'm taking the big block of 40 of Arcanauts, augmented by the Aether Chemist to give Skyhooks all the deadly. I'm taking Balloon Boys to try to get in for those nasty charges. One of the most underrated unit choices in the KO book. I think it's often overlooked, and they're super good, especially with Chemist support. Of course, you can say that about a lot of units. And then I take the Thunders for the sort of supplementary shooting and their sort of shenanigans they can do to make them pretty useful in capturing objectives in scenarios just like this. And since I play Matt a lot, he tends to be my Achilles heel for my general, who is my admiral right here. I am taking the Spell Mirror, which is a Realm of Shadow artifact. And the gist of that is essentially within units within 6 inches, I believe, of him have a 33% chance of ignoring a spell cast on them. And the main reason I take that is for the off chance that I can prevent the Gaunt Summoner's super, I kill a half your unit Mortal Wound Bomb that he's going to throw out here on me that you're going to see here potentially shortly. And he does that usually on my big Arco block, but sometimes he'll do it on my Thunders too. And that's really all I can think of. I wish myself the best of luck because I'm going to need it. Hey, something in terrain there. Cheater. And he's going to make me go first.
Yeah, I'm still going to have you go first.
Of course you're going to make me go first. He does not want to get double turned by me. I win this game. If I got double turn first and second on him, I think I would win this matchup every time. But you could probably say that about a lot of games. So that's, take that with a grain of salt. Okay, so I'm going first, as he said. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and change my article because one of the general additional footnotes I can take is I can't remember the name of it, but it allows you to change your article to be, at any point if you so choose, and I'm going to do that. Unfortunately, I recently learned this has to be randomized on the table and not selected at will, which sort of limits its usefulness, but I figure it's worth a shot anyway. I'm going to roll, so I'm changing my current article, which is, I believe, for this Skyport Ignore Battle Shock or some terrible Battle Shock related one. And instead I get here. Oh my god, I think that's terrible. Where is my phone? I gotta look up on my freaking battle tone.
It's never prepared.
I have it, it's just digital on my phone. I actually have it now, Rich sent it to me. I'm sort of prepared.
Pause it.
Huh? No. You're recording. There's no pausing. It's like
So let's do
This is a stream, bro. Battle tone, Keratin Overlords.
So who got first turn?
He gave it to me.
Oh, it's not gonna let you double turn him?
So generous.
Is that the one I start with? No, I think you get to reroll when you do that. It's the other one you start with. In your opponent's territory, you can defend battle shock tests for units by their. I can reroll battle shock tests for units that are in my territory.
All right.
Big effing
you
whoop.
got
God,
one.
I'm never taking that one again. It's just not reliable.
No.
2 of the
You
6.
thought it was choose.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah.
But you know,
Alright.
live and learn. 2 of the 6 are actually useful. Like game changing.
Not good odds.
So that's that. Nothing of substance. I start with 1 command point and now 2 because I started 20 points under 2,000, so that gives me 60 points under.
Yeah, there we go. I was like, 20.
No,
I'm still thinking, buddy.
I only cheat so much, not that much. So I'm just going to put this little die here to remind myself my command points. And then I'm going to throw my chemist buffs out. Chemist is going to buff this chemist here. Is going to give his Aether augmentation to this Arcanaut block. And the way this works is the chemist picks 1 unit and 1 weapon profile in that unit and it increases their attacks with that weapon profile by 1. And he's going to do it on their skyhooks, of course, which makes their skyhooks go from 1 attack to 2 attack and makes them really good. Even more really good. And the other chemist will, I guess, buff. I'm not going to be able to charge. I'm going to buff the rivet guns for the balloon boys. And I'll put these little tokens there to remind me. Alright. And I think that's really all I can do during my hero phase. As many people know, Caradron Warlords have really no magic to speak of. And I don't have any clown cars. I have no ships. So I really won't be deep striking or dropping any ships that you typically would in a lot of Caradron lists. So none of that. So I will go to my movement phase. Oh, I'm so busy talking, I'm not even really thinking about what I should be doing. That's probably a problem.
Shut up and play.
Should I just play? I can just
play. You don't need to describe
No, it's
everything.
fine, it's fine.
Just shut up and
I can chew gum and walk at the same time, I think. So keeping in mind, I can run and shoot my first turn. I'll be doing a lot of running here, and I'm supposed to be using this over here.
How many what's you up 2 right now?
2, yes. My balloon boys running 6. Woo! Didn't even have to command point it. So the balloon boys are going to move 18. Yeah. Can you point at that 18 there so I can take my ruler away? Or do that. That would be great too.
oh, yeah.
But I don't really want to move the full 18 there. I mean, you could charge me with them, but
They're not good in combat.
yeah, that would be dumb.
You and Matt can split that one.
That would be really dumb.
I'm not gonna want one.
And I'm moving them aggressively like this because, and I wouldn't normally do this, but even if he moves up with his Enlightenment, which he may very well, of course his big disc block back there, that would basically move them into optimal firing range. So
You can't run and charge, right? You can just run and shoot.
correct, but if you charge them with your Enlightenment, then I'm just going to shoot them dead. So feel free. I can sacrifice a balloon boy block for that. Running with my chemist here. Ooh, another 6. Ooh, piece of chocolate. Ooh, piece of chocolate.
So, is your chemist within 6 of your blue boys?
Oh shit. Yeah,
If you want to tail them back a bit?
I'm going to, yeah. See, Matt's helping me, he shouldn't. I'm just not very good at this game apparently.
You're talking through so much stuff that was hard. Anyway.
And this is why you should always have 3 characters minimum each list in order to provide command point or sort of batteries. I'm gonna keep them back there. Oh, I don't even know. Running with my thunders. These bros here. And gonna lose spell mirror range on them, but what can you do really? Was that a 3-year-old?
Yeah, so you're at 7-inch move.
Ah. So if I want to
You can push it onto my computer screen.
these as Arcanaut block there can run. Yep. Safely ensconce them into the forest.
So they're not going to be able to shoot.
It's fine, they're not gonna be able to shoot right now really anyway. I mean, maybe, but not enough to really make a difference. I'm gonna wait for your inevitable, oh, there's a brimstone back here, and I'm gonna try and take objectives. So I gotta declare with this block if I want to spin a command point to auto 6 them running before I roll it. Pretty good luck rolling runs up until this point. So I'm gonna roll with them and save the command point because I might need to double auto pass battle shock depending on the amount of damage it does.
Inspiring presence.
Correct, inspiring presence. So eat.
This is right enough for that. Uh-oh, my purple horrors are in
Thank you
here.
to Ricky Fisher's 3D printer for all these lovely movement trays. Makes playing this game actually possible.
Those should also be required in tournaments.
Yes. Admiral's gonna run too.
Actually buying them from me.
5. Yeah, because you care about the money.
Give you a monopoly.
If you come to a tournament with 60 gross on the unit and no movement tray, I hate you.
Yeah, and if you play a Horde army and don't have movement trays, you will be forgiven if you're a brand new player, but if you've been playing for a hot minute and don't have movement trays, you need to have a quiet moment of self-reflection and get better, I guess. I don't know.
When you make it a longer insult, like
Be
it's less
a better person is basically what I'm trying to say to you. Be a better human being. Be all you can be. Alright, I think that's movement, whatever. Shooting, God. This is not going to be enough. So, starting with the balloon boys here are going to shoot, and they have +1 to their rivet guns because of the chemist buff. So that gives them 4 shots apiece. Yeah, gives them 4 shots apiece. That seems like things. So that's going to be 9
36?
times 30s. Yes, thank you.
20.
Is that 20 already? 5, and
Who is this doing what?
my balloon boys here are going to shoot his Kayric acolytes here, his chaff
And they
essentially.
can run.
You can run and shoot because his
On
whole
turn
arm,
1 they can.
his full arm you can run and shoot turn 1.
And they are in range. They have a 12-inch range.
Well, isn't that range?
On the first turn. I think Mornar is actually an overlooked Skyport. Everybody always goes to the Clown Car or Zilfin Deep Strike shenanigans, and that's fine. But Mornar's pretty good. Wow, this is 40 dice? Or 36 dice, are you sure?
You could double count.
No, I believe you. It's just these big dice are like messing up my feel for the dice. I'm gonna have to roll them.
You get significantly under 9 wounds, so we'll talk about it.
So I hit on 3s.
Oh, lovely.
good. That actually looks like a really poor roll.
It's not that bad. There's just no 3s in it.
Actually, that last roll was really good though. So taking all my 3s above, these, they're probably average-ish. Wounding on 4s.
Ren 0, right?
Ren 1. Come on, man.
Ren
KO,
1?
man. Everything has
How
Ren.
many has Ren?
Pretty much.
Alright, so let's just leave those out.
Actually, a pretty good wound roll.
You did like 2 less than you should have.
Did I?
Yeah, should have 12.
Well,
So
don't
I
you
need 6s from my
beliefs
truck
with your
save.
math.
Got
Oh,
3
F
6s. So 3, 6, 7 guys die.
For God's sake.
And we'll move over here. 5. You don't have a caster, so I don't care about that guy. Taking off 7. I'm gonna leave him here for my battle shock test.
Yeah, you do that. You do that. Okay. Not really enough. They're not in range. Thunder's range is 18. Still not in range of anything.
Actually, I'm gonna remove this guy instead of that guy. There we go. Go ahead.
Excuse me. So they're in range. All in range.
You can have some visibility issues due to house.
Yeah, I figure
this guy can see
from
here.
here to here.
This
4.
guy. Okay, this guy can see, right? So that 4, and then
And then 2 on the end.
let's say 3 on the end, and then the question is where are the 3 in the middle shooting? They can all see horrors. So so the 3 in the middle could definitely see horrors, and then there's 4 on the end, and then there's one back here, and then where's your 12th?
Should be somewhere up there.
4, 1, 3, 3. There should be one more.
Here.
Here? Okay, so then there's 4. They can probably just see a horror, or a couple of those in the middle could see the gaunt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, so the 4 in the middle can see the gaunt and pinks. There's only 8 that could see these. Remember, if you don't kill these, I can res them.
I'm aware, but it's, not guaranteed to get them all back. So you said 4 can see Gaunt.
4 can see gaunts and horrors.
I will be shooting at Gaunt.
Okay. Well, more can see gaunt. There was just some of those can see these.
I want to shoot Gaunt if I can shoot Gaunt.
All right. So you can see gaunt is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 can see gaunt.
Did you mean to leave Gaunt somewhere? Did you just this is
Why is he there?
Yes.
Because in order to be able to focus fire on him, you had to move him into easy and light and charge range, and I figured, if that's a trade-off I was okay making. It's not perfect. I just didn't have a great way to hide him. If this building had been straight rather than angled, I would have done
I
differently.
figure between whether the choice is Gaunt or Enlightened Charge, I'm going to lose probably in the neighborhood of the same amount of ablative wounds. I mean, I didn't math it
I
out.
think the enlightened,
We'll do
enlightened might murder your whole unit. But I don't think you're going to kill the whole thing. I think you're probably right to try to off the gaunt. That was a trade-off I was willing to make.
No, that's fine. I'm just trying to.
Are you using your command point that you reroll or anything? Is that a thing you do?
I can do that. I have to select one unit though.
Right.
Let's see. 8 hooks, which is 16 shots. I don't think I really need that on there, and I got +1 to hit them.
And -1.
So wash.
So you're on what, 4s?
4s and 3s. And he has what? 5 wounds?
Yep.
No shrug.
Nope.
What does that math out to?
You got 18 shots on him, so you get 9 hits.
16 shots.
16 shots, so 8 hits, 5.5 wounds, about 10 wounds on average with variability.
I feel like that's enough. In theory.
I thought you said one of the things was command trait. It's not it.
Oh, it is a command. Thank you. It's a command trait. Yes. So my general has a command trait that allows me to pick one unit, all the units within 3 inches of him. I select the unit and they get to re-roll hits against that unit. And I kept thinking that was a command ability for some reason, but it's actually a command trait. And I will do that on the God Summoner, because why the hell not?
So, okay, so we'll say, you know what? So
You're
there's,
the one doing the measuring, so you
Yeah.
tell me.
there's one guy in the middle that actually can't hit these. So it's 3 over here. That guy, okay, there's 8 guys that can hit Gaunt. 1 guy that could only hit pinks, and 3 that could hit these guys.
Okay.
Because
Can
it's just-
they choose to hit pinks instead?
Yeah, you could have 8 on the Gaunt and 4 on the pinks.
Alright, I might just go with pinks. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna do the gaunt first.
Okay. Well, you gotta do it all. You gotta declare it all at the same time.
Yeah, okay, so gaunt is the 8, and then 3 guys, you said 3 guys?
4. You could do 4 on pinks or 1 on pinks and 3 on the light.
I'm gonna do the rest on gaunt and then
Pinks to try to eliminate the unit.
Yes.
Alright. Okay.
I don't feel like I'd maybe
Yeah,
kill
makes
what,
sense.
1 disc, maybe 1 guy.
Right.
Not enough.
Not enough.
4, 8, 10, 12, and remembering that I have the chemist buff on them, so they double their shots. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 16 hitting on 4s re-rolls because of the command tree. Thank God for that command tree. Holy crap. Oof. That was garbage. That still wasn't great. Wounding on 3s.
Not rerolling.
I can't remember if it applies to wounds as well. I will look that up.
I don't think it matters because I think he's just dead.
I think you're probably right, but I'm gonna look up for sort of posterity now.
Yeah, he's dead. Because you do D3 wounds, but he's only got 5. So
Okay. Well, let me see.
general down.
Where's that command tree at?
Dark times.
He was your general?
Yeah.
Oh. Is he usually your general?
Yeah, he's always my general.
Oh, I did that correctly too. It says in your shooting phase, so I don't have to do that in any specific order in my shooting phase. That's good. Okay, I was worried I cheated that. And it's just hits.
Okay.
Wow, that's a really good ability.
Yep.
So just to see kind of for reference how many wounds that could have been, I did 7 wounds, right? 3, 5, 6, 7. And they do D3 apiece. That could have been 3, 6, 9, 13, 14, 15 wounds.
Okay.
That's only half of them. No, 2/3 of them, excuse me.
Okay. So you got 4 guys going in, so 8 shots going into pink horns without
Pink
rolls.
That's right. 4, 6, 8. 4 guys, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. That's right. Wounding or hitting on 4.
Okay, so 3 hits.
Wounding on 3s. All wound dice.
3d3.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Alright. Run 2, right?
Correct.
So 2, 3, 4, 5. What do you have left to shoot with? Not much really.
Yeah, I don't think Thunder's in range. Nope.
No. Okay.
They're
So
definitely
6,
not
7. So we're gonna be at 14 blue horror points.
in range. Yeah. Not the best turn 1 shooting. My skyhooks can see them.
Okay. 3 shots on the 4s.
Yep.
Short save first. Oh, it's after what you roll. 2, so 1. Okay, got nice.
Okay. And they can't shoot. Battle shock.
Alright, so Battle Shock. First, the Pink Horrors. They've lost 7. They are Bravery 10. Ooh.
That's risky for you.
Well, if I roll a 6, then I have a 13, and they all die, I think I'm okay risking the 6, and I would just
It's
Kairos
only
die to a
6?
1. Now, 5 or 4, they still lose guys, but not
they'd
enough
be
to kill the
enough,
unit.
yeah.
So, there's 6. So, do I Kairos die it?
You're going to use your Kairos dice on that, turn 1.
Well, if I turn it to a 1, I get Horrors back.
Sure, but that's
So here's the
Kairos dice
question.
turn 1 on a Horrors.
Yeah, so I'm within 23 here. So when I move up 16, this guy's going to end here. I'm going to have a very safe charge. So I'll Kairos die this to a 1.
Hmm.
And I'm going to add, instead, I'll add d6 back to the unit. 5.
Yeah, actually, I think that might be the right call.
If I needed it for the charge, I would have kept it for the charge. But since I didn't, I'd rather
What's
get
the charger
horse
you
back.
need? What, like 5 or something?
It's real low, yeah, something like that. I need a, so I'm 22 away with a move of 16.
So 6.
Safely within 22, so I'm looking for a 6. I'll keep 2 of these 3s. Okay, so then we go to these. They lost 7 models, so their leadership 5 plus 3 is 8. So I'm going to use this 2 and just lose a guy. And that's because they gain the bonus leadership for every 10 models in the unit. Over there, we lost 1 guy. Their leadership 5, 4 is a 5. Should use more visible dice though. Okay.
Yeah, you should.
Okay, so that's the end of top of 1. You score
2.
2. Looks good.
Did you you send a link out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know if Tiffany reminded you.
All right, so command phase.
Wait,
First-
I did what?
Send the link out.
The link out to who?
Whoever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So everybody in chat has it in.
Sure.
So command phase, we're going to do the command phase acolyte shoot.
I want to know at least talking for somebody else.
You are. Rich is watching.
Yeah, it's mainly just
Hi, Rich.
I think Madeline might be there. All right, so
She's here.
except for these 4, I can shoot with all these. So that's going to be 25, 26, 27, 28. I don't know where the champ is. He's somewhere in here. So 29 shots on the blue boys during the command phase from them. We said this was how many?
I thought we said 36, right?
That was 36, and I said 29. So this was going to be on 4s and 4s. There's some that can't shoot because they're too far in the forest.
That looks like a really good roll.
It does seem like a good roll.
I don't like the big dice. My old eyes approve. What the hell? What is this roll?
It wasn't that much more than it should have done. Should have gotten like 8. I got 9.
So more than you should have got.
So 9 saves to blue boys.
Saving on a 4-up. Because they're heavily armored dwarven blue boys.
Ooh, that was a good roll. Look at that.
Woo!
All right.
Look at that, boy.
1 wound. Okay, so then we're going to go to magic. Let's see, I lost many of my casts, which is super sad. We're going to have the Ogroid start. He's going to use... he's going to use 2 3s, actually. I think I'll save my command. So we'll go 2 command points. He's going to use 2 3s here to make this. Ooh, man, 2 3s means I can't safely charge and use both of the 4s on him. I'm okay with that right now. So those guys are move 4 with an 18-inch range, which means their threat range is 22. I'm going to be out of 22 of them when I put this up. And we're going to put the Ogroid right within 1 inch, so we're going to put him within 24 there. Outside of, let's see, outside of 22 of most of them. I'll be within 22 of a few. I want to be just barely within 24 of that unit. Okay, that's 1 spell. I did not roll for it, I just cheated it into play. 1 fate point. Second spell,
Is this the part of this is usually the part of the game where I take a nap during his magic phase. It's just so long.
so my question is, like, I have limited useful fate dice, and so I'm figuring out what to use them on. And I think because Kairos has a better chance of casting on his own, I'm actually going to use them on the Ogroid. I'm going to get my 6 for the 4 and the 2, so I'm going to use the 4 on the 3 to auto-cast the Ogroid spell. That is the Infernal Flame, so it'll do d6 mortals and get me d6 Brimstone Horrors.
What's this on?
I'm gonna do it on here is what I'm thinking. Because I kind of want to cheat my way into that objective. Let me check how many of these guys are within 24. You're gonna be a 4-up save, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. And I'm going to, yeah, I'll shoot them. Using a 4 and a 3. So spell goes off, goes to 2. Just gonna do D6 mortals.
Yeah.
Oh, not good. All right. It's okay. It was worth the gamble. We're gonna put 2 brimstones out right here.
Leave them there for battle shock reminder.
How many memplates do you have left?
2. Haven't used any.
Then we're gonna go to
How many points did you score, Anthony? I forgot to update the score.
2.
Then we go to Kairos. He's going to try his nuke on the Bloom Voice. You need a 4 on either die. Got it? That 1 becomes a 4, which makes 8. We do D6 mortals to the Bloom Voice and create a spawn as long as I kill a guy.
Well, since you know can't roll
Just
less
to
than
confirm that's the
1.
valid target. Yeah. Can't roll less than a 1, do a D6. 3. 2 Bloom Boys, make spawn. Faster. That's going to go within 3, which is going to be
In there for battle shock.
here. Okay. So that's 3 fate points. Next spell from Kairos. Question is, am I within 14? I am. No. I don't have ultra res, so I'm going to try to cast the Penumbral Pendulum. I need a 6 on the dice total. I actually fail. Kairos rolls a 1-2, making a 4. Alright. Last spell is going to be the nuke from the horrors. They're +1 to cast, need a hard 8 on the dice.
What's the name of the nuke from the horrors, Matt Beasley?
I don't know, Firestorm? Firestorm. Need 8 on the dice. Got that one, so that's okay. I'm okay missing the number for that. So, I believe the only target, yes, since I can't get to them because of the forest, is going to be them. It's just going to be 9d6 looking for 6s. And for each 6, I'll get d3 mortals. Got 2 6s, we're doing 2d3 mortals, 5. And that gets me a fate point.
My big block?
Yep.
Well, hell.
And then we're going to go to movement. Start over here. We are going to go 6.
Wait, hold
Go
on.
ahead. What's up?
I can spell mirror that.
Oh, on the 5 up? Yeah, go ahead.
Is that a one-use thing, or does that?
No, it's every time. Just
Yeah.
roll on the 5 up to cancel it.
Well, I stopped, so there you go.
So I can kill that many of those. So the question is, do I even want to bother engaging, or do I want to back up out of their shooting range? And I think the answer is I'm going to back up for a turn instead. And I'm going to move these guys over here, rather than trying to move up and shoot mediocrely. That's a word.
It's a cromulent word.
So that is going to be, I'll run with them actually. So I was at like 5 inches, so I got a 3, so I'm at 6. We'll just back up more to make sure that we're out of 24, and those dwarves to shoot are going to be jumping over things. All right, the brimstones are going to run away. Can you move the brimstones 12 inches? But I want to be on the outside edge of your scoring circle with the brimstones, the 2. And then we're going to move over here. We are going to go with them. We're just going to make sure we can fire. And so most of these guys are pretty much fine where they are, but they're going to move up anyway to the point where they're in cover but can fire. So up to 6, we're going to just edge the forest back to back, back to back. 1, 2. We'll go here. 1, 2. Make sure. 6. This guy's not going to be able to. He'll connect the dots. And then this guy can go here. So we'll have one guy that can't shoot balloon boys, and that's fine. Balloon boys are melee range 1, which limits their ability to just hop over. We'll end up going. I have a few more that can't shoot. Basically, what I want to check, this is a 4-inch circle, so I want to be like that. And then move them up like that. Kairos is gonna, let's see, these guys go here. So there'll be a few guys that can't shoot them. This guy will go where he can. This guy will go here. And basically I'll have 1, 2, 3 guys that can't shoot. Kairos hops into the circle here. Still spell mirror as needed, and you can still see out the back if I get engaged there. And then we go over here, and we're going to move these guys up 16. Back to back of the model. Model's back has to end here. What do I need? It's 5 or 6.
It's a 6.
Okay. And then these guys are just going to go up. Okay, the other thing, last thing we're going to do during the movement phase is we are going to bring down 10 blue horrors off of my blue horror points here.
Anybody want some rice? Rice.
And they're going to come in wholly within 12 and outside of 9. And they're going to come in just outside of 24. Actually, if you want to shoot blue horrors rather than work to shoot something else, I think I'm fine with it.
Oh no, don't shoot my seminal blue horrors.
We'll go entirely within 12, which means here. And we'll just leave them. Probably should have moved these up too then. Oh well. We'll just do this so that they can be within 12 and see through the fence and shoot your guys even though they have cover. But we'll get 10 shots there. Okay. So now we go to moved, 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 moved. He may retreat. So that guy sucks in melee.
Does
Suck in melee. I'm gonna have 1.
But he can minus your hit too, so he'll make you sucky in melee too.
That's fine.
But, I mean,
I'm gonna
if
leave him where he is because he's barely within 3 right now, and so I'll go first with him, pile in that way, and then force you to go over there. Actually, you won't have to go over there. Is there a way for me to get 3rd unit in? I guess there is to charge here, but that gives you a 3rd unit in.
You don't want to charge there. 'Cause then I'm killing
No,
your chaff.
no, I know, but I want to have more units in combat than you in order to make it so I can definitely go second with these guys. And I'm trying to think if there's a way to do that, and I'm not sure there actually is, which is a mistake on my part.
Why do you care about going second one?
Because they get rerolls and they go second.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
So if
I feel
I
like I
don't
should
go
know that.
second, then it's actually kind of a problem, and I definitely didn't set that up well. So I'm trying to think there's something I can do about it. I think the answer is depends on how small that unit is after I shoot it. All right. So let's go shooting. So we're doing
Just
All of them at 3.
all but 3. So
penis jokes. Is that what this-
25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, minus 3 is 28, plus 1 is 29. And we said there's 36 dice out right now, so here's minus 7 for 29. 4s and 4s.
So this needs more evocators. I feel like just bring evocators. Why don't I just play Stormcast? How about that? Everybody just play Stormcast. I feel like that was a good roll. Stop rolling good against me. Stop rolling well.
That's even. It was
The
like
rolling
even.
gooder.
You made all the one save last time.
Damn it. You kidding me? That was above average.
9 6.
Yeah, again, that's the same as last time. That was not. God damn it.
So you 5 wounds.
Freaking 2 balloon boys like that whole goddamn unit.
You have a dead pile already.
Yeah.
So you got 1 more wound on them, and then they don't have their bonus to attack right now, right?
No, they don't.
Okay. So I think that I may. Well, so first we're going to charge with the enlightenment. You said they need a 6, right?
Correct.
I kind of just want to roll it,
the
but I'm
worst.
just going to take it. I'm going to do the 6 to make sure they get in. So they're definitely in. That guy is in. That guy's in. That guy's in. That guy's in. So back to back, if that guy is in, that guy has to go around. Back to back, that guy can end here, which means we'll have that guy ended here, and that guy ended here. And those guys are going to have to pile in during the pile in. Go this guy here. Back to, or this is front to front, so this guy's here. Okay, second charge. So the way for me to get 1 more unit in combat than you is to either get the pinks in, so we're going to charge with the pinks. I need a 12. Yep. Okay. Then we are going to charge with Kairos. I need a looks like an 8. No. Do I want to command point that? At this point I have 2 command points. It's bottom of 1. I really like that 8, so I'm going to command point that. We'll see if it works. Nope. Alright, so then that will be... Yeah, it sucks. That's all that's charging. Oh, I forgot to shoot over here. Oh well.
What are you shooting?
The pink horrors, forgot to shoot them. It's okay, I forgot.
And the other
I forgot to shoot over here too. Actually, do you mind if I shoot over there? I set them up.
I mind.
No, go ahead. 6, 8. It's just 10 shots into those 8 guys over there, and then 4s and 4s, and then you're in cover.
Yeah, I am.
So 3 saves, full saves. Full saves plus 1.
Yeah,
All right.
normal saves.
Good. Alright, so then we're going to go to combat. I'm going to go with this guy first. He's going to pile in up to 3. That's going to put him here, and he's going to attack this guy. Do you make him minus to hit or something?
I have to do that during. Actually, let me read that.
This is the swan.
This is the spawn, yeah.
And either chemist can use their atomizers at the beginning of the combat phase. No, I can use it at the beginning of the combat phase.
Okay, so you
he's,
do it now.
He's minus, yeah. He's not
Minus 1 to hit?
minus 1 attack
Oh, okay.
on all his attack.
I don't care about that. So 2d6 minus 1. So 8 attacks.
Well, fine.
I'm not going to get you anyway, so I mean I could, but 4s, 4s, 2 wins. Full saves.
4 up.
So you take 2,
Oh,
and then it's
Lord.
your activation.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh lord.
I think this is actually really bad for me because I screwed that up.
I'm still not exactly sure what you screwed up, but okay.
So he's touching.
It's fine. Okay. Yep. So I guess the chemist will fight back with his 2 attacks. 1, I think it's 2, and no one's.
Okay, so then I have to go with the enlightened. We'll pile in.
Oh, he's terrible.
Hmm?
Chemist is so bad, melee.
Pile in here. We'll just go. Let's see. Just make sure he gets all the attacks. Yeah, get the 3 then.
They don't get their rerolls.
They don't get their rerolls because I didn't, and you didn't go before me. What I needed to do was make it so that you had 1.
I feel like they might survive them.
Yeah, probably.
Are you losing on purpose? No, you're not even losing. Are you letting me back in on purpose?
No, I just totally.
The reason I ask him, by
Yeah.
the way, fair viewer, is because Matt Beasley does not generally make mistakes
No, I just
of the proletariat.
wasn't thinking about not having as many units in combat as I should have. It's okay.
Dare I say you're mortal? Are you mortal?
So I've got 3 attacks each on top, times 9 plus 1 is 28. So this is 30 dice, 28.
And he's still gonna do so much damage without his
I
reroll.
might still get you.
Which
We'll see.
is why this unit's getting nerfed
So
here. So
4s and 3s, rend 1, damage 2.
that looks like a good roll. So. Fours and 3s.
Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, and rend 1, damage 2. So roll these for armor saves, and then we'll go on to the other attacks.
Oh yeah, there's other attacks.
So you're looking for 6s?
Two
So you got
saves.
2. So that's 7, so that's 14 so far.
Yeah, I'll just keep track.
Okay, so then we've got the 9 beak attacks. They're on 4s and 5s. 1, full save.
Save.
Okay, and then we're at 9 D3 disc attacks. These are on D3 attacks each. That's a good roll. 3, 3, 3, 2, 2. 4s and 3s, rend 1, damage D3. So it's 14 so far, right?
That's not a good roll.
Okay, roll that. Just looking for 6s. Okay, and then 4d3 is another 8. So
22.
22 plus the 5 that are dead. So there'll be 13 left, which is exactly the ones that matter.
Those are already 5 here. Yeah.
Right.
So 22, 5, 10, exactly the ones that matters.
Yep.
That kid is called Blade of Wounds. God bless it. So that was 10 I took off, right? No, 15.
You should just tell.
17, 19, 20, 21, 22. Wah, wah.
You should have 13 left.
3, 6, 9, 12, 13.
Okay.
Math is good.
Okay, so then you are at command points.
And I absolutely command.
Oh, wait, first you gotta shoot. You gotta hit back, technically.
I don't even know why you make me do this.
Technically.
This is so stupid. I might, whatever. I don't even know how many goddamn attacks. Caratron.
They have one.
Argonaut-
They have 1.
Argonaut
It's gonna be 1 on like 4s
I don't
and
even
4s.
look because it's like so
They have gun butts.
gun butts. So utterly pointless. So 13, I guess, whatever.
Okay.
5, 10, 13, hitting on 4s. Good roll, at least, sort of. No. 5s, 2
Two.
wounds, normal save.
Alright, take 1.
Woo!
Alright. So now you have 2 command points, right?
Yep, command
And
point
use
that. And yeah, I'll command point that too. No command points anymore.
Okay.
No one has ever been so excited to lose 22 guys.
All right. It's so we're into turn 1. I get 2 points, and then we're gonna roll for turn 2.
Oh yeah, you could double turn me. Fuck this game. I forgot that's a thing.
All right. You want the yellow die or the white die?
I'll decide after you roll.
That's just so you can roll.
Just
Okay.
roll.
All right.
Just roll. Let me maintain
Sure.
my illusions of something.
50-50.
Oh,
You win
God.
ties.
God damn it.
50-50.
So this is basically the game. I just wanted people to know that, not to disincentivize you to keep watching. But this is basically the game.
Oh, it's a 3.
Sorry, I shouldn't yell.
The drama.
All right.
Yeah, it kind of is now, right?
No, that's the game. I mean, you mop up them,
Yeah.
you charge there,
I'll just shoot them off.
you'll shoot, and then whoever's left, you'll charge with Kairos.
So they're dead. They're gonna be dead from that. That's pretty much it. Do you want to play this out, or do you
Well,
want
I
to
feel like the
assume you want-
stream will be will not be served well if we suddenly just re-rack. So go ahead, let's see how it goes.
Well, I'm saying, or we could call it and then play it out as if you won that roll and see how it goes. Either one.
What do you think?
Hmm?
What do you think?
Well, I think Matt won the roll, but I think he should let you go. Just to make
no,
good TV. I mean,
because Matt knows.
I should go first. And
Matt
if I-
should
if
go
I
first,
win,
and if he
I
doesn't, it's going to be bad.
but I think it doesn't make an interesting game. So, do you want to say, all right,
So,
that's the end of that.
Matt,
We're gonna play
Matt wins is still the champion.
because I got lucky on a 50% roll,
Yeah,
and then you're gonna go anyway.
And
We'll
yeah.
keep playing.
and then we'll see if you somehow manage to still win this game even without that. Then that I don't know. You'll get a gold star next to champion or something. Champion with emphasis. Double champion.
Go ahead.
Okay. Did everybody follow that? So Matt won the roll. We've determined that this game is essentially going to be over because he double turned me. At least over to the point it's not going to be competitive anymore. It's going to basically turn into mop-up duty for two. We'd probably take about turn 4 or so until they finish mopping me up. All right. Yeah. And now we're going to play as if I had won that roll.
So take top of 2.
So okay.
Clear your dead.
Hypothetically,
Only your dead
yeah,
guys
I'll
on
clear.
the
Bring out your dead.
Yeah. I just watched that the other day.
Bring out your dead.
Let's get all these dead units out of here so people can see what's going on.
Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead.
Oh, I had to take battle shot over here too.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do over there. It didn't really matter, but
I lose 2 more.
I was trying to get like 5 guys and then make you take battle shock in 3 places.
Not
Build
in
up
my
those 2.
territory anymore. Not in my territory. Okay. That actually might have came into play. Alright, and they command pointed. Okay. So hypothetical turn 2. Top of 2. I feel like such a fraud.
Oh yeah, it's a more interesting game this way. It's way
Yeah,
more
it is. I just, God, why do I always lose those 50-50 rolls? I feel like I never win those rolls against you. It's so frustrating. Ooh, I'm always left wondering what could have been. All right, so hypothetical.
You could have been a contender.
I could have been a contender.
Except that you are.
I'm not.
That camera looks really good like that.
So I'll start with I'll give 1 command
Start
point
with
to
the
start.
actual
Yay.
Yeah, the paint job doesn't look that good in reality.
It
Chemist
looks
buff.
more stylized in the camera.
The chemists will buff
Yep.
them again, but this time will be their melee weapons. And of course, the chemists which is with a 10-inch range here. It's going to buff the skyhooks on them again. Movement. The movement phase. The movement phase. Sure.
That double turn.
You go double turn to victory.
Always happens.
In AOS 3.0, there'll be no double turn.
You think so? You think they'll get rid of it?
No, I just want them to.
I'm-
It's just an unsatisfying way to win or lose. Like, sometimes it's a lot of fun when it goes back and forth. And I think when both armies are pretty melee heavy, it's often like an interesting mechanic that's not super determinative. But it's a like in matches like this, it's just
Yeah, I don't think we're a
super-
good sort of representation of like that rule.
Yeah.
It's just so meaningful in our games. Like even I feel like even more so.
But
than
in general,
the game.
like I don't feel good when I win from a double turn. I don't feel good when I lose from a double turn. So I'd rather
I
not
agree.
have it.
I'll tell you, I think game mechanics wise, it's kind of a dumb rule. But from a purely psychological standpoint, I find it interesting. It's just
Yeah,
the
yeah.
highs are so high and the lows are so low. It's like a rush. It's like the rush of the freaking miscast table from 8th edition. It's just like randomness. Oh, what's gonna happen? And that's fun. I think that's what they're going for there is fun over a tight rule, which is fine. We do spend all this time in this game to have fun, in theory. Don't have fun when I'm double turned. Games Workshop. All right, anyways, and I'm finished moving here. They're gonna go to the edge of the forest so they can shoot you.
So you have to have them on the exact edge because it's per model, and so any model that isn't within an inch of the edge wouldn't be able to shoot.
Fine. I only need 3 models to shoot anyway.
Fair. The others are still
I
shooters.
don't care about
All right.
the other models.
Okay.
So why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you shoot with everything?
I mean, I can. I mean, they do okay. Oh God, I don't even know what I want to do here. What would I have done here?
What do you want to do?
Murder a bunch of headlights, I guess.
Yeah, I think I'll just kill all your chaff.
Are you moving balloon boys up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
Oh boy, I mean, I guess that's one way to die, you know, whatever.
You know, balloon boys are awesome, right? I know they die a lot, but they actually get there. They do a lot of stuff. Okay, sure, whatever. This is just hypothetical anyway. I don't even care. This is just hypothetical anyway.
Play for the pride of the non-double turn victory.
All right, shooting. Yay! Yay! 24 shots on. Actually, we'll just do 27. Same.
Yep.
Profile. All the skyhooks on all the enlightened.
There you go. Just 27.
Yeah, they better be.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What is your question?
My question is, can a unit that retreats shoot?
No.
Not unless specifically stated.
That's why the brimstones didn't shoot.
Alright, so that's what he's saying.
Well, someone's asking me why I'm not retreating.
No, I'm asking why you're
Oh,
retreating.
learn to play, bro.
L2P. I just don't, I don't ever have any shooting models.
In fact,
Boys.
retreating not only restricts shooting and charging and whatnot. While a unit is in combat, it can only shoot the unit it is in combat with,
Which
as
is
opposed to
I knew
1.0.
that, yeah.
I know. Well, that was different in 1.0.
Hey,
So.
what did the spears do? Spears range or do anything else?
All right, I need
Range,
4s.
they actually hit.
Oh, I'm using my reroll. On
In
the
theory, they
Lighthouse.
give you more
Magic.
attacks because there's more bodies in
Yeah.
range, but
That's it.
that's it.
Should your 60 units be bow boys?
Yeah.
Because like 50 shots of bow boys, there's still like 5 or 6 wounds.
I know.
They're gonna be
It
so
would, it's just repainting the whole.
Yeah. So dead.
I feel like every game Matt and I play come down to the turn 2.
It's
roll.
because they're both rage heavy
It's
lists,
so vexing.
yes.
So vexing. Because I'm always on the
Just
other end.
you keep
I'm always on the
losing
other end of the
them.
roll.
So that's, yeah, go ahead.
Winning on 3s.
And they're rend 1 or rend
2,
2? Rend 2,
of course,
okay.
bro. 2.
One more one.
You should know this by now.
And then you just straight to D3.
Yeah, I am. Good roll, too. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 31.
4 times 9 is 36. So I have 5 wounds left, minus 1 because there's a guy here. So I go down to 4 wounds total, which is going to remove all but this guy over here.
So the moral of the story is quit losing
The priority
roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could just as easily be 5-0 versus Matt versus 0-5. It's so irritating. Not to take anything away from Matt, because he obviously isn't amazing.
So it's interesting, like, on the one hand, you can't really shoot me anymore. On the other hand, I don't have a character within
Oh,
6, so I
absolutely
can't
can shoot
command
you.
point.
My
So
chemist,
they're
for
bad.
one.
He's in the forest.
Okay, my admiral.
Sure. Doesn't matter because I can't command point it, so I'll lose that model.
Yeah, that's right. It doesn't matter.
But if otherwise, it would be I actually could keep that and then res up.
Admiral has nobody else to shoot at, so he'll shoot at him.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s, rerolling. Wounding on 4s, I think.
Okay.
2, yeah, 2s don't count. So, ring 1.
Both go through. How much damage?
Just 1.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. You got your chemist to shoot the spawn.
Yeah, I don't think I have any other shots. Yeah, chemist is gonna shoot his gas at the spawn.
Okay.
6 attacks. Wow, really good roll, of course. Wounding on. Ooh, sorry, treat. 4 wounds, ring 2.
Good. Is the other one done? Oh no. One left. He didn't have wound on my smooth to save last time.
Okay. My balloon. Can we just say my balloon boys finished him off?
Sure. If you want to put, I mean, he's only got 1 wound. Do you want to allocate them all there?
I'll shoot 2 guys at him then.
Okay. And then the other 4 in the acolytes.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 guys.
Yeah.
2.
Rend.
1.
The spawn lives to spawn
That's
another
dumb.
day.
Oh, that was great.
That's
That makes me so happy.
Spawns.
I would never make fun of you for losing the priority roll,
That's
but
fine.
I will be really pleased about those box stars.
That was amazing. Hits on 3. Wounds on 4s. This is on acolytes, by
Yep.
the way. From the
3?
numbers. 2, 3, yeah.
Rend 1 to 6s from the shrub. Lose
Jesus
2.
Christ. I still really don't think my thunders can. I guess
Some can see that. And some can get into him. I just not that many, and he's minus 2 to hit. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot. Pretty much this whole block here.
Okay.
Well,
they can shoot first.
they're gonna. Yeah.
You could get the one of those could shoot him. The other 2 would have to go into him. Them.
Let's do the Thunderers first on the Blue Horse.
Okay.
And that we'll say it's 15 Thunderers, so 30 attacks. 5. We said there's 36, right? Including these yellows?
Yeah. There's 36 there. Oh, you said there's 18 of them. Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
And they hit on 3s.
And they wound on
4s.
So you would probably kill them if you could whiff.
Probably, and if there's a way to fail this, I will. Codec. 4s.
You got it.
I certainly did.
All right. You get 10 brimstone points.
Sure. I seem pretty pleased with that.
Boop.
Let's say 2 Arcos with their pistols can shoot the brimstones.
Okay. And then where are you gonna put? I guess that means you can put 1 long shot into him and 2 into the brimstones. Because I think only one of those is within 24 of him. That's that guy.
No, then the one will shoot him.
Do you want to move them up? You have space to like switch them around. You could just move those 2 over here and these 2 over there.
That's fine. That's fine. I should have measured that out. I assumed. Should never assume. Never assume.
Poor instant enlightened. Never had a chance.
Alright, so how many can hit now of the skyhooks?
All 3 if you flip it like that. Yeah.
Sure.
So they're -2 but +1, right? So
Yeah,
they're
so
hitting on
-1, hitting on 5s. 2 hits. 1 wound.
Okay, I need a 6 because I'm a 5 up. I read 2, but I have a +1 from being on the thingy.
Nimbus cloud.
Okay.
2
2.
wounds. And
Brimstones?
yeah. Was it? How many guys are left there?
2. Oh, how many guys do you have in range? Well, you said 2 could shoot with
Yeah,
pistols
yeah,
before,
two.
so.
So let's say 4. 2.
All right. Okay. That is any other shooting?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
So charges.
Yeah.
Knowing that, yeah, that's fine. Never mind.
What?
Oh no, I was thinking knowing that I wouldn't be able to pass the leadership check. I should have kept the champ there for the extra spear attack, but it would have left some of those guys in range.
Yeah, that would change things. Yeah, the balloon boys will charge 8. Can I hop over? Can I go to the range to hop
That's,
over? Not there. I'm talking
Oh,
about here.
there?
I'm like on the other side.
some could, but not all, so, and you can't string through. And now, it's actually meaningful who you go with first. That one enlightened's gonna murder a lot of stuff, maybe.
Unless I pile in with them and I only need to do 2 more wounds.
Sure, but then I'm gonna go first over here.
It's fine. You won't get it all.
Also, you can't pile in with them. You could charge. You're still in your charge phase. You can't pile in with them because you couldn't have ended within 3 when you moved. You just moved them in order to shoot.
No, I'm talking about them.
Oh, yeah. You can pile with them.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah. You want to do that?
What are you guys talking about?
So he's debating whether or not he piles in here and goes first here versus going first here.
I'm not too worried about your acolytes.
No, but if I do 1 wound, you're doing 20% less damage back.
True. But the upside of potentially killing him is higher because that one damn enlightenment can do what, like 7 wounds. or
Right.
whatever.
The downside is if you whiff with those, which you could, he's going to get rerolls.
Yeah. But I just need to do 2 wounds, right?
How many attacks do you get?
I mean, I'll get a decent amount of guys in.
5 gun butts.
Champion. Yeah, that's the thing.
One super murderous enlightened.
Don't let that one enlightened scare you.
It's just going to take the whole unit
Just
out.
go with your balloon boys.
I'll go with the balloon boy, it's
and,
fine.
and murder.
You're not the boss of me.
Murder most valid. He's trying to get in your head.
He would succeed. Hitting on 3.
Okay.
Where's the 3 ones? Only want 2s.
Nice.
Lots of 2s.
Alright, so those go straight through armor. So now you're multiplying, and then I'm taking my shrugs.
3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13.
This is the 6-up shield shrug on the acolytes.
I'm sorry, 1 extra attack for champion. This thing.
Hit 2, so it is 11. Okay. So it's my activation. I'm going to go with the spawn because I want you to whiff and get the rerolls. So the spawn is going to get 2d6 minus 1 attacks because you're using this ability again. So 5. 3. 2 wounds.
Save.
Alright, go ahead. So he's touching, so... what did we end up finding out about that? Just touching? Can you loop around the ball?
I'm going.
You can't move if you're already touching.
Really?
That's what I thought, yeah.
Fine.
You still get like 5 guys in. It's going to be more limited by how many are within 4 inches.
5. That's what's going up being.
And do you have a champ in there?
Probably. There is. I just haven't denoted which one it is, so I'm going to say no.
Okay. So 5
I
attacks.
never really painted one to be the champion, so.
5 attacks on 4s and what? 5?
Yeah. 1. Almost it.
Okay. Take 1.
Still got that close.
Alright, I'm going to go with him with rerolls. 3 hits. 3, it runs 1 damage 2. That's 6. Or the disc. Actually,
So
first the beat.
stupid. 1 lightning.
Beat
I didn't like it
hits.
to kill the whole unit.
1 wound full saves. So that's 7 so far.
Yeah.
Then we're at the disc. It's D3 attacks. Rend 1, so it's D3. Nope, so D3. 10.
Yeah, of course it is. I lose even when I win. 7.
So bad.
Should have 3 left.
That was actually really good. Holy
Stupid enlightened unit.
Yeah, there should be 3 left. Okay, that was pretty silly.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's what they do.
So then it's going to be your go with the chemist, and then while you do that, I'm going to figure out how many guys to be attacking here. Basically, it's going to be this.
1 wound from the chemist. No, I need to save everything.
Dice.
Yeah, you die. Get out of here, die.
So I'm going to get 8 attacks back into the balloon boys on 4s and 4s. Nothing. Okay, bravery. Light dice, unit gone.
Hooray!
See, I lost. I'm gonna command point so I can save my 3 skyhooks.
Which guy's your general?
Him, my character right there.
Okay, so you score 2 points, and we go to bottom of 2.
What happened with over here? You lost what?
Oh, I'm sorry. You have your command point
That's-
back.
Did you have any left?
I have 2. I used 1 to charge. I hadn't used another one last turn because I fate diced it, so I used this
You're
one.
right. Okay. I'm making sure you're not cheating. I literally thought you used them both. Okay.
Okay, so back down to 0 command points. 4 to 2. Going to bottom of 2, back to 1 command point.
The clear trash bags are recycling black.
And then, so we're going to start with command phase shooting, which is going to be 15, 16, 17, so 18 counting the champ, into the balloon boys. 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. This is 4s and 4s. Command phase shooting into the balloon boys. 4 saves.
On the Boom Boys.
Okay, so 2 die.
That's pretty amazing.
Then we're gonna go to then we're gonna go to casting. We're gonna start with that's 3 guys there, right? Move 8. So I can't clip and get there, so that's no good. But I can probably put them within 6 and then clip through there. So we'll start with them. They're going to try to cast, the horrors are going to try to cast the Penumbral Pendulum. They need a 6. They hit a 7 because they're +1 from him. They're going to put this entirely within 6. And then they're going to move it up to 8. And I just want to check that they are within 15 of them. They are, which means when I put it within 6 and then move it 8, I end within 1 inch of both of those units. So it's going to do D6 mortals there and D6 mortals there. D6 mortals to those 3, kills them. D6 mortals to the unit in the forest, does 3. Kairos is going to go. He's going to cast his spawn spell on the blue voice. Needs a 4. Doesn't get it. He is then going to try to cast the firestorm from the horrors onto them. He needs a 5 on either die. Got it. Changes to a 10. That means we're going to be at 6, 9, looking for 6s. 2, so it'll be 2d3 mortals there. Do you already lose the 2 guys there? Okay. That finishes that unit.
That seems like a really good spell.
The firestorm?
Yeah.
It's okay. I mean, it averages
5 mortals. It's okay.
Well, that's what they should do. So
But you did that last time too.
9 dice on 6s and just d3 on average is 3 mortals, and it casts on a 9. So it's a cast on a 9 to do less than a d6.
I mean, the math is fine. It just seems I don't care about the math when it's just doing it against me.
Fair enough. I guess for the weird part to me about that spell is that it's worse average damage than Bolt of Change for a higher casting value.
Yeah, it's fine.
But that's
Fine.
it was quite good.
It's
Alright,
fine.
so I'm going to have Oberoi cast the same spell he did before. His spell needs a 7, targeting your unit in the back. Doesn't go off. I did get 1 other spell, so I'm at 6. And that was all the casting. Normally I have a lot more casting, but you assassinated him, so I'm like 5 or 6 spells per rather than 9.
Oh Lord.
I was more explaining for...
I know what you were doing.
Alright, so
I know.
go into movement. I do have 6 fate points and 4 blue horror points, so I'm going to be able to get 10 blue horrors. I also have 10 brimstone horror points, so I'm going to get 10 of those. So where am I moving to? A bunch of those guys are in the woods. What's the range here? 10, 15, not bad. Alright, so we're gonna go 10 of Kairos. So there. 1 command point. These guys are going to move up 6. These guys are going to move up 6. Oh, this guy regenerates 1. These guys are going to move up 6.
Just watch what he's doing on the screen.
So we're going to put out 10 blues and then 10 brimstones.
Summoning is so good. It's just when I can't.
Just can't kill it fast.
Well, like The problem is I can kill it fast enough. It's just I can't regenerate what he's killed in mine. So my one death is much more meaningful than his one death. For every one Arcanaut, it's just much more impactful when I lose it than when he loses it. I'm gonna be pretty bummed out if he beats me in this hypothetical game too. Pretty bummed out.
Either way you split it, he's kicking your butt.
I mean, I'm currently winning the hypothetical game, but that's because he'll tie it.
Because you got
He'll
the
tie
top
it.
of the turn.
That's right. He'll tie it. He'll tie it.
Oh, do you have enough models to contest it? I guess it depends on what you summons.
Yeah, if he gets in with Kairos and stomps all them, I could lose this point over here. It's possible.
These guys come down right here. So an 18 at him. Okay, those are down, those are down. Time to shoot 10 shots into him, 5s and 5s from them. Nothing. 10, 15, 19. Fours and fours. Five wounds to the chemist.
No Ren.
No rent. Two.
Yep, one left.
Okay. All into that guy on the edge. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots into the unit. Actually, are they ever into the chemist? They are. They are. So we'll just put them in the chemist instead. Those guys into there. Fours and fours. 1 wound.
Got it.
All right. 10 shots from the blues into them. 6, 8, 10. I checked my insight for the gate to make sure that the blues could shoot the unit of thunders. 4 wounds to the thunders, full saves. Wow. And then 7 shots.
Those saves.
Plus the champ is 8 shots into the unit from the guys that can see at the acolytes. 3 wounds.
On who?
Thunderers from the acolytes.
One dead.
Okay. So that's it for shooting.
Earthquake.
We need a 5 for the acolytes to charge. I'm going to roll that. Doesn't get it. I'm gonna come up with that. 20 for 5. 8. Ooh, do I want to go the other way? 8 might get me the other way. Am I within 8.5? Yeah. Say no, probably not quite. So we're gonna surround him. Let's see how many guys I can get in this guy.
But they'll have -1 attack.
To a minimum of 1, right?
Yeah, they only have 1 attack, right?
Yeah.
I really wish they would make that to a minimum of 1.
You wish you could get somebody down to 0 attacks?
Why not?
Fair enough. Alright, so Kairos is gonna charge. Guys in the forest. 4 probably does make it. Maybe. Nope. So he's just standing there.
Sure, you want me to look?
Go ahead, look. I think I got one a little bit. Yeah.
Finch, right? Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
You have no more fate points?
Nope.
Can you use your fate dice to change that?
Nope. So we're gonna just go into him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attacks on 4s and 4s.
He's probably dead.
It's like a 50-50, I think. Ish, I don't know.
Not when you are like that.
3 saves.
Okay.
I make 3 4-ups. Nope.
Wish.
All right, that's it for combat, and we are done with turn 2.
How many Citadel Woods do you have?
I have 3 assembled. I have 1 more that I won in a box still. That I won after I painted these ones.
I'm gonna have to get with you whoever decided to play Sylvaneth.
So we're at 4-4 at the end of turn 2.
Yep.
And then we go to roll for turn 3. You gotta roll silent this time?
Yeah. Maybe I should start.
There you go.
Maybe I should start doing that because I feel like
Yeah,
every
sure.
time I try to game it, it always blows up my
It's
face.
karma, man. It's your turn.
I'm gonna start doing that. Alright,
I mean,
Oh, sorry, end of last turn,
really
you
what
can take a
should
check
be
here.
doing. And
what's the difference ultimately? It's not like waiting for him to roll somehow affects the roll.
obviously it does.
I mean, if you're talking about like the cosmic power of it, maybe.
Yeah, but you take a bravery test here.
Fine. Lost 5 and bravery 7.
You
Wow.
good? Alright. Okay.
Hold on. I lost some other stuff, didn't I? They
No.
lost guys, didn't they? 3?
Oh, 3, yep.
And I'm not holy. Holy means holy, right? Holy within.
For what?
Because that stupid article I rerolled, actually, if I'm wholly within, I can reroll battle check test.
Wholly within your part of the board?
Yeah,
Oh, your deployment zone? Yeah, you're not wholly within your
that's what I
deployment
mean.
zone.
Holy literally means
Okay.
holy. Okay. Not literally.
You're in your territory though.
You're in your territory. It's territory, not deployment zone. So you're fine. Reroll it.
Because
That's not wildly
It is
enough.
territory, you're right.
So go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Top of 3. Anthony's turn.
Alright. Have you lost interest now? You seem like you lost interest.
No. Now it's good.
Like top of 3. This game I've already
No, I just
won.
want to keep going.
Fine, I'll keep going. Hero phase, 1 command point, it's generated. Sorry.
sorry.
I'm gonna chemist buff that means Skyhooks for the lack of any other damn option. Oh, you get to move this,
Oh, right.
which is gonna matter.
Yep. So we're going to just have it hop over here and do D6 mortals to them and your character.
Sure.
Uh,
Can they
Hold
get
on.
both?
Well, it has to move in a straight line. So I'm going to assume it was going exactly straight. And we're going to go here. And the question is, I don't actually think that's an inch. I think that your character's
see.
probably, the woods is finicking it. I think we're going to just assume it was more than an inch.
Even if you moved it back over.
I might have been able to optimize it to make sure it hit,
Yeah,
but I
you have a
didn't.
widget right there.
It was over even if
Okay.
you had
Right, I'm saying I should have cast it slightly differently,
Oh,
but
yeah,
I
the
didn't,
widget.
and I didn't think about it when I cast it. So we're just going to do D6 to the unit.
Woo! Not that it really matters. Okay. All right. One day I'll win a game against you. One day when I'm a big boy. When I'm a real boy. All right. I already chemist buff. Movement. I guess I might as well come out of the forest now. The jig is up. Actually, I was probably better off shooting with them the entire time. Okay. I don't even know what I'm doing. God, dwarves are so slow. I understand why we have the ships. It's just the ships are so shippy, and by that I mean shitty. That
Just so little damage per point.
yeah.
But also, but that's not what you. Let's be honest. You stopped taking them because it was impossible to play an entire game without the model being destroyed.
Yes.
That is absolutely why I stopped taking the ships.
People are like, whoops, elbow explodes. Well, I'm sorry. And it's always the asshole who doesn't paint his models. Like,
I think the happiest part for me is
Why
that
do you
you
even
stopped using the ships because of them being brittle without me being one of the ones to destroy one, because it's usually my fault.
yeah. The last guy, I was even like, hey, I'm moving over here. My ship's right here. Just kind of be mindful of it because it's right here. And he's like, okay, and did the exact thing I told him not
It's
to do.
just super brittle.
I know, but he moved in such a way that was just not really very thoughtful or mindful, and it was irritating. Anyways, as that aside is done, all right. I guess that's all the movement that I can really muster at this point. I mean, wow. I mean, I still got. See, God, scenarios that really forced me to split up are just stupid for me. It's like I have this 400 point unit over here that's done really nothing in the entire game. And it's really frustrating. I really think I'm better off with the balloon boys.
So let's talk about that a little bit. Like you moved, you're about to go shooting.
I guess I could have
Part of
ran
the
them
reason
another time,
I
but-
said that we should do this scenario, and we talked about at the beginning, is both of us are bad at spreading out.
Yeah.
And I put 80 points over there, and you responded by putting 130 points over there. And then I said, I'm going to put one character over there, which wins me the side. And you directed your thunders over there. And I think that you should have probably let me have that side, backed up, shot with those guys, and pushed the thunders to critical mass over here.
Yeah.
And I think that a bit of the game when you have these not mobile armies is winning the bigger critical mass. Because over on this side, by the end of the game, you would win because you put more here. But this side matters a lot more. It's going to be able to come around and finish that side.
I agree. That is actually maybe one of the bigger mistakes I made this game. I concur.
And it's I did it last time I played this scenario. Like I over-invested in the offside when I was an army that couldn't really re-configure to deal with the split.
I guess I've played this army, Caradron in general, a dozen times now, give or take. And it still surprises me each and every time how slow they are.
I mean, but part of it is like it's just harder to play an army that can't redeploy. It means you have to think ahead about where the game's going to evolve.
Sure.
There's a lot of mechanics right now that let you cheat that, like Stormcast and Seraphon being able to teleport around the board. Like you don't have to think ahead about where you're going to need to reposition to because you have unfettered repositioning.
Yeah.
I have some of that, but at least it's within 12 of a character. Like, hey, I can't come in wherever.
For sure.
All right, so it's your shooting.
Okay. 6 skyhooks into Kairos. Yes.
So what I was saying is you're just playing a really skill-intensive army.
I am, and it's been a learning curve for sure. I feel like I'm getting a little bit more proficient each and every time. And it doesn't help that I'm playing someone who's not only super familiar with their army, super familiar in general with the game and what they're trying to accomplish, but was super familiar playing me and my army. So it's like there's no tricks to be had, no surprise tricks for you. I feel like, yeah. So, but that's a good thing. If I can beat you, I can probably beat anybody. Oh, wow! I hit plus. I hit on 3s. That's nice.
Because you're close.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make you the subject of my.
Hatred.
Ooh, I need to move him more.
Yeah.
But I didn't do that. That's fine.
You need to be within 3 of him.
Yeah.
Thing, so.
Well, 3 of the units.
Right.
That's fine. No worries. No worries. Okay. So yeah, hitting on 3s.
Okay.
And the reason, by the way, they hit on 3s, for those who don't know, is Arcanauts have an ability called Glory Seekers that gives them +1 to hit versus heroes and characters.
Oh, you're moving him? Just run him. Get him closer.
You mean heroes and monsters?
I'm sorry, yes, heroes and monsters, that's what I meant. Thank you.
Just run him over. See if you can get him there.
Fine, whatever. Sure. Not even close enough.
That's not close enough. Doesn't
No, it's
matter.
not.
All right.
Doesn't matter. Didn't matter, so the dice have spoken. Alright, hitting on 3s.
Didn't need the rerolls.
Wounding on 3s. Ah, good one.
5d3. Oof. All right. So Ren 2, right?
Yep.
Looking for 6s. None. 5d3 wounds.
He has 12, right? 14?
Yeah, it's 14.
Oh!
Is that 13 wounds?
Yeah.
13.
All right. that was not ideal.
1 point away from just killing him.
All
right.
An amazing roll.
Yeah.
Not that it
The
doesn't.
tables have turned.
Now that it doesn't matter.
Well, you still got that guy to shoot, right?
I do, and he does have a lot of shots. 3d6. 3, 6, 7. 3, 6, 7. 4s. Not rolling. 4s.
1.
Ren 2.
Ren 2. Oh, need a 6. Yep, you got it.
Oh,
Dead.
that goes down.
Okay, that's a thing. That happened. Admiral's gonna shoot at the horrors.
He ran.
He did. Thank you. Thank you. I'm a cheater. I'm a cheater.
Cheater, pumpkin.
These 3 are gonna shoot at your skyhooks.
Yep, the overboard. Okay.
Yeah. You took what? 1 wound last time too?
He took 2, then he regen 1.
Okay, so you have what, 5 left? 6 left?
7.
7 left is 8 wounds. That model has 8 wounds. Man, that, I mean, I guess he's an ogre, but damn.
1 hit.
1.
He has 6.
1.
Okay.
Lot
Them?
of yeah, then.
Do you want to see how many you can shoot him or no?
Yeah, we can see.
What's the range?
18.
So they're all in range. All but
Like 2 guys.
actually, all of them can shoot him. Well, no, probably all but 2.
So 13, so
13.
26.
But they're on hitting on -1 or -2, so
Minus 2
-1.
of them. Well, they don't have that ability.
Oh, so -2.
Yeah,
okay,
so they shouldn't shoot there.
And that's because I have Griff Feather Charm on him.
Yeah. Good choice. Good choice. And I've been forgetting to use my goddamn spell mirror this entire game. Other than the first turn, I remembered. Kinda need to remember that. 'Cause that's
Way to shit the
he's
bed.
the entire reason I take it. Oh well. Oh well.
Are you gonna shoot him?
I'm gonna wait till Matt decides he wants to participate in the game.
He's just getting no water.
Water's for
People who like water.
I don't know.
I figured you were still going.
I had nothing.
Alright, so you're shooting these, right?
Yes. So it's 30 shots. I just spent 15 and 15 and 2
I don't know what you're doing, dude. I figured you'd be shooting them while I was gone. There you go.
Why don't I roll when you're
Walking up, there's a video record. What are you gonna do? Cheat the rolls?
I'm not used to this. What am I freaking? It's a Truman Show over here? I'm just used to being on camera all the time. This is a blue horse right? Blues?
Yeah. Do you want them all in the blues or you want to split it between them and the
half.
aquas?
16,
Okay,
15.
got it. So those on the blues.
Yes. 3s. What was a good roll? Jesus Christ. 4s.
Ooh, 5?
4.
4. Okay. And then on they're just dead. And then the others? 3?
3.
Shrugs. Nope. 3 each. No, 4 and 3. Okay.
Yeah, that's a thing. Okay.
Okay, so
Just occurred to me that I moved offside the objective. Sweet.
You still control.
I still control it, but he's gonna get it next turn.
so you get 2 points.
2. 6 to 4.
6 to 4. Go in the bottom of 3. I gotta take those leadership checks. Blue horrors are fine. I get 3 brimstone points, and then 3 died over there, plus 1 is 4, so they're fine. Okay, you don't take any leadership checks. We go to the bottom of 3. Shooting phase. How many can see here? Probably to here. This guy, no. So we'll say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shots into there on 5s and 4s now because they are not near character. Oh, but I do get the. I'm gonna assume the champ's not one of those. So 5s and 4s. That was not the best. Okay. other hero phase stuff, those guys get to cast their spell. I guess they just cast the nuke, so we're looking for a 9 on the dice. Nope. Then we're going over to the Ogroid. He's going to cast his spell. He gets 2 spells, which I forgot last turn. So this turn, we're not going to forget. He's going to cast his nuke over there, looking for a 7. Goes off. D6 mortals to that unit in the back. 3, which makes 3 brimstones. How many models are left in that unit in the back?
3.
Excellent. So we'll get those all so that they're in scoring position. His second spell, he's going to just do Arcane Bolt on that same unit. Looking for a 5 on the die. Goes off 1 mortal wound to that unit. So that goes 1, 2 spells, puts me up to 8 here. Oh, no, sorry, I went from 6 to 0 last turn, so I'm actually just at 2 there. And the brimstones were spent too. So I'm just at 2 fate points and 3 brimstone points. I do get 1 command point. These guys get their hero phase shots. 1, 2. They can all see now, so that's going to be 7 shots behind the champ into the unit in the front. They are near a character, so 4 d4s. 3 saves onto the Thunders, full saves. Okay, and then we go to movement. These guys are going to move 6. Just I'm going to check beforehand before I move. So we're checking, oops. That is 10.5, which means after 6 it'll be 4.5, which means I need a 4 to make the charge there. Okay. These guys are fine where they are. Over here, these guys, now there's only 2, are going to retreat. They're going to run when they retreat. They're going to go back 10, but all that matters is that they are 3 to 2 in the objective. Over here, everyone can fire, so that's fine. What we are going to do is actually back up a bit to make it so that everyone can see through the wall. That's such that it is harder to charge for you. Okay. These guys walk up like that. You know what they're not? Because I actually don't want to even, well, yeah, I don't really even want to shoot those guys because I don't want to make this charge longer. So, going to shooting, we're putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots into your character. Actually, never mind. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots into that character and 1 shot into there. So 5 into the guy in the back who doesn't have look out, sir. 2 hits, 1 wound, and into the other one, no.
3 up and I fail it. Okay, sweet.
So 1 wound there. These guys, the ones I said didn't move, actually probably should move. That's okay. We're going to do 6 shots, same character. 4s, 3 wounds from here. You're looking for full saves. Okay. Over here, we're at, these are all going to be the same. So 6, 7 plus 6, 13, 14 shots total. 4s and 4s. Two wounds.
1 sir.
Okay. Then we go to charges, looking for a 4 with the acolytes.
Snake eyes. Ah!
Command point.
Oh, you bastard.
What character
Seven.
is there to do that?
Oh
Oh, you're a cheater.
You're right. I am a cheater. All right. Wow, that sucks. Boo. All right. Crap.
I can't believe I just called that snake eyes.
All right. So that's it for charges. So I'm gonna score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're a dick. All right. Fine.
Is it? You score how many points?
5.
5, so it makes it 9 to 6.
Yeah.
1, 2. Oh, enemies are worth 3. Is that?
Yeah. Opposite side.
So you got.
And then
I will never get to his side. I'm so
Snake
goddamn
eyes.
slow.
So you need a leadership check there. On the
Okay.
two guys. You lost 3. So that's 7, so they're good.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Aren't you good?
No, I was this one.
Okay. Okay. And you check there, I guess.
Arcanauts are surprisingly low, very good. They're good.
Okay.
They're very nice.
Okay, so that was the end of turn 3. And then we're going to go to the top of 4.
Yeah. Let's keep this simultaneous roll thing going.
No.
It's going to be you. Or your
right.
option.
Wow, I won all the turns that I've simultaneously rolled.
Except for the one that lost you the game. But you won all the others.
I didn't simultaneously roll that. I rolled after him.
Alright, this is not going to matter, so I'll just remove it 8. And I'll get rid of it, because I can't dispel and recast it in the same turn, so I just, this is how the game.
It's turn 4, right?
Yeah, but
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I guess I could, because I haven't had the bottom of turn 4, so it's still here. My bad.
It's fine. All right, hero phase. I'll give the Skyhooks obviously buff again. Obviously, obvious move is obvious. All right. I don't even know. Man, I'm really pissed that you took that. I deserve it though. I'm just gonna stay.
I have been trying to do that like the entire game.
I know. That's why I kept them there. And I still was stupid. My general's gonna run. It's fine, whatever. Actually, I'll just move him back here. He still just says look at it, sir, right there. Okay. And I get another command point up to 2. Didn't take this one, right?
I did not. I don't think so.
No, you didn't. Okay. It's more of a rhetorical question, really. Okay. That's it for hero phase and movement phase. I was moving to. Oh wait, I need to move them. That's kind of important.
Another 4 inches up.
So bad. So bad. I can see why people insist on taking those Zilfin lists. It's just so much mobility to an army that desperately needs it.
You're gonna need a 9 at least. Either a 9 or a 10.
Oh, I'll aim for it, whatevs.
Well, this is that would be a 10. Let's call it a 9.
It's up to you. Okay. Shooting.
Okay.
6 skyhooks. Oh, and there he's using his command trait on them.
Okay.
6 skyhooks on the acolytes. Damn. Breeze.
4.
4, 3, 6, 8, 9 wounds.
Okay. I'm gonna take. So there's 9 wounds. I have 3 guys totally in the forest, so I'm gonna take those first. See if I get 6s. Nope. And then these guys need to see if their shield save them. No. Okay. Now I have 6 more. I'll go for 6s. 2. So I'm gonna lose 7 total.
Mm-hmm.
3, 4, 5, 6. No, I'll do
4, 6 pistol shots.
Wait, hold on. Wait, this guy hasn't shot yet, right?
No, I got.
Okay. Question is, he'd still be able to see people. Oh, whatever. Go ahead. What is this?
Pistol.
From the unit. Okay.
4. Normal saves.
6 up. 2.
Nice.
Okay. So we'll lose 1 more.
Chemist.
Wait, what is his range?
12.
Can he see anyone in range? That was what I was trying to remove for, but I think he still can. Yeah, he can.
7. Ooh, good thing I have rerolls. Wow, that was incomprehensibly bad. 1 wound. Rend 2.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
General, I don't think he's in range. He is actually. Rigid to you? 12-inch range?
Sure. Can he see?
That's
That's the question. So he has to be in 12 of something he can see. Yeah, sure.
3,
2.
Ran 1.
So 6 ups. Nope. All right. -5 is 6, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's exactly what you needed. I need a 1 for a guy to live. Okay, over here.
Really?
I didn't plan that.
Brutal.
2 sky hooks on the brimstones. 1 wound.
To the brimstones? Okay, so that kills
3
that.
wounds.
Okay.
Exactly what I needed.
Dude, this is close. Alright, over here.
Yeah.
So if you put any shots into there, it's going to make the charge longer. You also can't see with everything because you're so close to the damn fence. So what do you prioritize in shooting? These?
Probably, yeah.
No. So you have 6 guys that can see blues. And then you have more that could see, you have another 5 that could just see these, so it's up to you whether or not you want those or not.
Alright, we'll do the 6 on the blues.
And then the other, everyone who can't can always see the override.
Oof. Man, that's some bad rolls.
3.
wounds.
Okay. So 2, 4, 6. It wasn't these 6, but you have 2, 4, 6, 7 left. You could put them into the Ogroid, or you could put up to 5 into them.
I'll put them in the Ogroid.
Okay.
5.
Mine's 2.
5s.
Okay. And he's at 1. He's at each end.
2 wounds. Ran 1.
2 wounds, around 1. Can you? Oh, got it. Need 5s. Got 1. Goes back up to 2. Okay.
Charge roll.
You got it.
Wow.
Wow. You got it, man. Wow.
You want to move me?
Sure. So 10?
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to stay? Well, so the Ogroid is going to be within 3. There's no way to avoid
Keep
that.
in mind, I'm
It's
just going to
within 2.
retreat anyway.
You'll go first and retreat before I
Yep.
attack. Okay, so it doesn't really matter that much. So 10 is just barely going to get you in, and these guys will chain back. But so the question is, if you retreat, do you outnumber? 13, you will, yeah. Okay, so then combat, you go and retreat.
Yep.
And then these guys all die to, unless I roll a 1.
Watch you do it.
Nope.
Alright.
2.
So you are going to get 5.
Yes, which puts me at 11. 11 and 9.
Did you take this back?
This
Did you
was
you have to
up
move to
before?
get this back?
You never took it.
Oh, right, okay. You took that back. That's the
Correct.
important one. Yeah, top of 4, Anthony gets 5. And then we go to my bottom 4, get a command point back.
Matt's
go to bottom
getting his
4.
intense tone. Even though he technically already won the game.
No, this is good. It's tight. All right, the Ogroid is going to cast his nuke. Needs 7. I like it. I like this tight. It's great. 7. No.
Didn't you need to fight over there?
No, he ran away.
They have an ability where they can retreat and run from combat. So I just activate first with them and back off so we can't pile in. It's one of the main reasons to take them is they're super flexible like that.
Okay.
They're objective grabbers.
So you just use that to charge in? and
You
go.
slingshot. It's the thunder slingshot. Move
Right.
and move back.
Okay.
Second spell, he's gonna.
Makes sense.
Hello. He's gonna hop off of his thing. He automatically succeeds because he's the one doing it. He also
Because
has
they're
a chance
garbage
of
in
one.
combat. I don't want to be in combat with them.
And he's just gonna be 3 away because he still has his movement phase. I get 7 shots during my command phase over here on 4s and 4s into Thunderers. So.
That was a good roll.
That was a good roll. 5 saves. Going up to 6 brimstone.
Golly.
How many
Saved
did you go?
3 of them.
It's 7 brimstone points because there's 3 of those left. Okay, so big cast for them. I actually really want 1. Yeah, so there's 3 left there, so 7 brimstone
So move
points.
your charge to a 4, I guess.
I haven't moved yet.
Oh, well, never mind. That's not gonna matter.
So last spell, they're gonna cast Bolt, little bolt on them, just to try to do a mortal wound to get me up to 10 fate points.
Sure.
Goes off, does 1 mortal wound to that unit.
Spellner.
Yeah.
Is that ever gonna work?
We have 3 fate points with 7 brimstone points.
Too bad
okay.
you don't have any characters to pop them over here. That's nice. I keep forgetting that you use a character to use.
So, then we go to movement. We're gonna go up. There's 5 of those guys left. Up. 6. And then 6. These guys.
Sparse. Those sparse.
How many guys do you have within 6 there?
Probably not many. How could you possibly get over here?
I just have to be within 6. Just
I
run the
have
pinks.
none within 6.
So I'll use my command point to auto run the pinks to move 11.
11?
5 plus 6. So as long as I'm within 17. Right?
Yeah.
Check move, double check their move. Yeah. So I'll go
Yeah.
11 inches with this guy, back to back. Puts me here.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, any number that's more than 0.
Yeah.
And I'll end them in the forest because they get cover. They won't be able to shoot, and that's fine. And then we're going to go over here. We're going to move so that I'm just outside of 3. These guys are all within 6. I don't really want to engage with them. What I do want to do is move these guys 6. Okay, stay over here. And these guys are just going to loop around 6 to here. And then have 10 brimstones come in just outside of 9 and within 12. I guess it's got to be over here then, basically. Outside of 9 here. Alright. 10 brimstones coming in. That's all of my summoning points.
Can you just shift the camera like that?
Hmm?
I'm talking to Ricky.
Oh yeah, I can
Badass.
switch around. I'm trying to do that more this one because I had time to kind of set it up to do it.
Okay, over here, 9 brimstone shots into the dwarves. Need 5s and 5s. 1 save.
He's too busy looking at the screen.
Yeah.
Come roll dice, dude.
Oh.
So 1 save to the dwarves over there from those brimstones.
The Arcanauts?
Yeah. And then
Oh.
and then 8 brimstone shots from back there into the thunderers, the ones that just got summoned. 1 wound.
Can I make a damn save roll?
And then we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus a champ is 7 plus blue horrors makes 10. So that's 10 shots into thunderers on 4s and 4s. 3 full saves. So 2 more. You make the charge longer.
50-50 only means 50-50 to goddamn normal people.
Alright, so I'm looking for a 4 on the charge. Looking for a 4 for the override. Okay. That is going to be, I'm going to go over here.
That's bad news bears.
And then I'm going to do impact hits, D3. Impact mortals. 3.
I don't even think normal orders impacts are not even that
He's a
good.
character. And look at those horns.
I don't think a tyrant has impact that's that good.
Look at those horns. You lose 3 thunders. I'm not going to go.
Whatever.
Alright, so the white die, here I'll just do them all at once. Red die is the big horns. Blue die, those are on 3s and 3s. The blue is the staff on 3s and 3s, and the white will be the stomps on 4s and 4s.
Blue, you mean yellow?
I do mean yellow. How much are cards?
That seems good.
So this is rend 2, damage 3. Oh, it might be rend 3. So 3 damage there. This is rend, I'll check, I think it's rend 1. Okay, so damage D3. So that's 5 wounds so far.
They're already dead.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, alright then.
Yeah, you can stop rolling.
So I score 5 points, and then we are done with the turn.
5 puts you up to 14
to 11.
points.
14 to 11.
Dick. And this is turn 5.
So we go to turn 5. Simon will roll.
I just can't get enough points.
Yeah. You want to roll it anyway? And
Yeah. Oh, finally.
I'll
Finally,
take
am I
that
looking
double
at-
and finish it.
Yeah.
Finish it.
Finish it. That made it that was a pretty close game though.
It was.
Like
Usually it actually ends up being pretty close between us when it doesn't end on a double turn in the beginning. Generally speaking. I feel like that's...
so is there? Did you stop the thing already or no?
No, it's still going. And I'm gonna actually pull the camera out, so if you guys stand around, you can talk.
So, I think we already talked about probably the positioning split difference.
Mm-hmm.
What would you have not wanted me to do that I missed? You know, like what should I have done that you've been like, oh, I'm glad you didn't think of that?
That's a good question. What could you have done that I feel like you played pretty well, honestly. Like, frustrating that I generally say that. To you, let's see, what would you have done differently here? Yeah, you didn't get a chance to use your Gaunt Summoner, so I mean, not much you can do there.
So I think that is something I should have done differently. Is I should have just I put him here because I wanted to make sure I was in range of your big block easily. But I really do have between the +9-inch range on his Arcane Sacrifice, which I never use, plus the 18-inch really
You
more
didn't
like
even
20.
use your spell.
I didn't, yeah, because I never needed to. But +9 from the thing, +6 +4 +10, so that's +19, plus another 21.
Do you feel like
Plus
you
40
need all
inches.
that?
Well, let me finish. So plus 40 inches, a spell range. I'm at 58 potential inch range for the threat range of that spell. So I should have just put him back in this forest and been you know what? If you really want to make me work for the big nuke, fine, I'll use this ton to do it. So I should have done that differently. I should have been more conservative with his placement and just put him in the forest.
That's fair. Do you feel like you
Yeah.
need all
So
those
here's why these are here.
devices?
You have more drops than me, but a lot of lists won't, or a lot of lists will have the same and they'll place first. If I'm forced to go first, the combination of the Gaunt Summoner has +9 range, which means without any support, depending on his deployment, he can be in a threat position turn 1 because he's 27-inch range, right? That's not perfect because his big spell is per model, but theoretically he could do threat position turn 1, 27 inches. If I frontline him, especially against a big horde that I want it to be a real choice whether or not that they are going to go in first. The Ogroid can get a spell off by hopping on the portal, and then his range is 24 plus the placement range of the portal.
Yeah.
Kairos can put up a spell portal with his first spell and cast through it with his second spell, and then that axe I can just cast off the board to kill some pink hordes for blue points. So the reason these are all here is because I want to assume that my opponent is going to out-deploy me, and with both of those in the list and the command trait, if they out-deploy me and say, haha, you have to go first, every single one of my casters can still be effective turn 1. That's why they're worth it. In your matchup, they're not worth it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they give me that range flexibility to make
Sure.
it worth it when I got
How many points do you spend for that flexibility?
100 for those.
That feels reasonable. Yeah, that's reasonable.
At 100, and it's for the matches where I feel like I'm in a worse shape, so...
100 points for the
Is
worst
it even 100?
case.
It might be 80. It's
100
not
points for the
much.
worst case scenario contingency is
Yeah.
not bad. To plan for that.
Yeah, and I think this is worth it anyway, because it gives me plus cast.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's not a bad
it's
choice.
really the Spell Mirror option, and I think the Spell Mirror was a big upgrade. The Spell Mirror is the only way to get Kairos to be able to do his nuke and summon a spawn turn 1 reliably, even if I'm going second. And that's a pretty useful deal, especially when you're putting the spawn in the back objective or nuking a character.
Yeah. Tying somebody down. Yeah.
So I didn't use it this game, but I think that, so far they've been quite good for the list.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure in our 40-man tournament coming up here next weekend, I'll probably be the only Karajan Overlord player. I mean, maybe at the most there'll be one other person. So, I mean, definitely.
And this is
Outlier.
new instead of Geminids from Tom's suggestion, and I've actually liked it a lot better. It does good damage,
Yeah, it
it
does.
kills my own
I
guys,
think it's annoying every game to me.
and my opponent can't use it against me.
Yeah,
Because
for
I'm
sure.
determining the trajectory. And the problem, so Geminids were really good when I had a really high drop list because I was often the one being forced to go first and then being worried about getting double turned. And the Geminids would be a little bit of protection against double turning because if they double turned me, I could have moved the Geminids twice in a row and sort of knock down their attacks. But since I'm now more in that position, I'm more often in the out deploy state, once I change to that, the Geminids more often than not hit me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel this list? So, sort of the inverse question that you just posed to me. What are you glad that I didn't do? in the game?
I think the main thing is
The splitting.
and I wouldn't have even put them there and moved this way. What I was worried you were going to do is put the Thunders in a place where they could run and shoot turn 1. I think Thunders, as soon as my hordes went down here, the last time you played, one of the effective things you did was just be whatever hordes are still a target, I'm going to off the whole unit turn 1, you're going to stop making blues after that. And you ran up and shot them. I think concentrating, I was happy when you put the Balloon Boys down here because it meant the Thunders weren't going here to focus this corner of the board.
And that was a completely idiotic move for me also because the entire point of putting the Thunderers over there was to eventually race and get that objective, or at least contest it. And obviously, Balloon Boys with 3 times the movement of Thunders would have been just.
So you could even flip those and put the Blue Boys over there and
Yeah.
the Thunders there. Yeah, but I think that you just like seed that side, and if you can overwhelm
agree.
this side,
No, I agree with your original point. I'm just saying, if I had to make that choice again,
you would flip what you put on the
yeah,
outside.
it just would have made.
Yeah.
There was no reason to put the Thunderers over
I
there.
think were you thinking about it as a counterpunch to the Enlightened?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
But it didn't play out that way. Do you feel like the clown car list is?
Well,
If you had to
first, if
judge-
you played the clown car list in this scenario, you'd have a ship sitting in the back of the board doing nothing unless shooting, because it was total
Oh,
commitment.
I could have just raced the ship around and been super quick, and
Yeah.
I mean it's still useful. Even
I
without
feel
a
like
strike, but
your units are relatively expensive, and to get a critical mass of shooting, you need as much as you can in things that do real damage.
yeah, I agree.
And the
Spending
the
240
boats just
points.
they
Yeah.
just do so little damage
agree.
for how many points they are.
I agree. For that same price point, I can buy 6 Balloon Boys.
Which is it's just a lot more output. And frankly, 6 balloon boys is 12 wounds. It's not that many wounds fewer than the bow anyway.
No, it's only 2. Wait,
It's either 2 or 4.
frigates are 14.
14, so it's 2
Or
wounds
16.
less at the same save.
Yeah, it's negligible either way.
So you could be like, oh, I could just move the balloon boys around fast, and they also
Yeah.
hit like a truck.
And they move actually.
So the frigate is there if you want to change your drops. I feel like that.
Yeah, that's what's starting to increasingly worry me is the drop issue.
I think that if you did the double balloon boy list and you had a 100 strength unit of Arcanauts, because it's a 10. What's the
they're
cap of
minimum
frigate?
10
Minimum 10 or max 10?
max. Minimum 10, max 40.
No, I mean how many guys go on the frigate?
Oh, you can max 15.
Okay, so you could go down to like 2 or 3 drops by putting all but one character in the frigate, a unit of Arcanauts in the frigate, and both balloon boys in the frigate, and use it to really manipulate your drops. I feel like that's the argument for the frigate.
I agree. I'm pretty sure that's what the people that take it say too. It's for the drop manipulation basically,
And then it's not that much more of a tax than a battalion would be.
yeah, that's true.
Alright, let's wrap it up. Say goodnight, everybody.
Wrap it up, B.
I think we have
We're done.
beat the horse past its death.
Never. Reanimate the horse.
Everybody who tuned in, thank you for watching. Everybody who's watching on YouTube, thank you. Like, subscribe, all those weird things that people say. Bye.
Adios.